All right. Oh my God. Jesus. Turn that shit on and just spiked immediately. My bad. My B. I'm alive, I promise. At least I'm about as alive can alive. I mean, I get some more light in this bitch though. I get it, but whatever, man. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not gonna sit here and stress over it. Had some good coffee. Hello, coffee. Hello, chat. Hello, Chicat. Hello, Chicat. It's not 9 p.m. I know, right? It's 10 a.m. I need to see all of my head. Technically, you're still seeing all of my head. It's just I got a whole fucking pillow attached to the top of it. So, oh wow, sheep's actually here. I know, right? Incredible, incredible. These things, incredible. I'm laughing at there's a tweet that I laughed at because it's a midget doing an obstacle course, and I made fun of one of my co-hosts. So that's funny. But at any rate, I'm gonna close that window. Excuse me. Oh hey, that might be fun to respond to. Oh no, that's for never mind. That's for my boy Andrew specifically. I'm gonna leave that alone then. That's for him to respond to. But I will do this. What's going on though? Robust Bruce. Wasn't expecting a morning stream. I said it. Well, I said it last night. Technically speaking, I was gonna do a morning stream, but here we are. Cheap in the hood from Kingdom. I ain't I ain't escaping allegations. It don't matter, man. That's that is correct. Hood from Kingdom. Is that a Joe Biden shirt? Oh no, it's a Shady Bunch. This is the Shady Punch. The Shady Bunch. So you got uh, yeah, Pelosi, Biden, Obama, then Clinton, the other Clinton, and then at the bottom you have because I'm not gonna lift my shirt up. Um, not yet, at least. Newscomb, Kamala, and Fauci. No, I'm not in support of them. Just know that. Missed last night's stream. Hey man, the VOD's there. You want to hear me go off about Pokemon for an hour? That was fun. That was funny. Get these earbuds real quick. Like, no, me do this. Go here. All right. Oh shoot. Give me a second, guys. Let me give me a second. I'll be right back. Told you I'll be right back. What's going on, Person 11? I have arrived. I forgot to. I'm I'm just now realizing after most of my life, it's technically not even really most of my life. It's just now. In the most recent years, I've become a far less, a far lot, far more or less. I've become far less tolerant of cigarette smoke. You know what I mean? So my mother in law, she smokes like a motherfucking fucking stack house. Stack house? Yeah, she smokes like a fucking stack house. So it somehow does not affect anything about her. Her lungs are like healthy as shit. But she smokes like a stack house, and I'm allergic to that shit. So bottoms up, I guess. Don't worry, guys. You won't catch me pulling a George Floyd or anything like that. Get it? It's a fentanyl joke. At any rate, are you auditioning for Soul Train or is that afro just for show? No, it's for the wife. She likes the hair on my head. Let's half and half. It's she likes the hair on my head and I don't feel like cutting it. So here we are. Like there's a weird dichotomy when it comes to me having hair on my head. It's either A, I don't want hair on my head, or I want like, just a low cut because I like hats. So it's either that or I just don't cut my hair at all. There's no in between. I really don't like having like a miniature fro or anything like that. Too much maintenance, too much work. I'm like, man, fuck it, man. I'll just look like my ancestor. I don't give a shit. That's just me though. How are her lungs healthy? I mean, I don't fucking know, dude. I have no fucking clue. She is a medical anomaly. Like she is someone for a house to figure out. That's who she is. Cigarette smoke didn't used to bother me when I was younger, but I smell that shit a mile away and now it makes me gag. It's funny because it doesn't even make me gag. I pick it up way easier, and my nose just gets stuffy. I start sneezing and shit like that, and it ain't good when you're horizontal. You know what I mean? Surprisingly, cigarette smoke travels really far. By the way, because she's like downstairs, I'm upstairs, and the shit's hitting me in the fucking lungs while I'm in my room, like some few meters away. You look good with a cut. Thank you. I think I look good with a low cut. But then she starts, her whole thing about, oh man, you should grow your hair out. You should grow your hair out. I'm like, I like hats though. Hats are the shit, man. Damn. Do you pick it out? You keep letting it grow like that, it'll turn into dreads after a while. That's funny. I always have something nearby. I have one here. I have one in my my bag, and then I have a third one in the bathroom. There's that. I should put one in my car too. In the off chance that I go someplace and I don't have my bag with me, you know what I mean? And then I'm just SOL, my shit looking like I just got out of a fight. Can't have that, man. That's no bueno. All right, let's go ahead and jump in this. That's the wrong fucking. Why am I looking over here? It should be over here. Duh. Hold up. I could actually drop the volume here. There we go. So it's not just breaking everybody's fucking eardrums. Now, as y'all can so plainly see there at the bottom of that timeline there, it's only 18 minutes long. So it's not going to be a long stream. It's fine. These things happen. It is a very impromptu stream anyway, so for it being short, or if it ends up being short, I'm not surprised. Hope cigarette smell doesn't stick to your clothes. I tend to wash my clothes more times than often. Hey, where'd my audio go? How dare you? What are we doing now? YouTube. You just had the sauce, YouTube. What the fuck? From the top? Oh. For some reason, the Bluetooth decided it wanted to die on me. 18 minutes of video, a 1 hour crash out. Yeah. What's going on, Matt? This is Dench Attack. If this ain't Dench Attack, I'm laughing. Yeah, it's Dench Attack. Okay. I want to get this game. This game is actually pretty fun. I'm not getting it on Switch though. They announced this for PC like a while back. A few months ago. I don't know, man. So far, it's looking like it's gonna be less than an hour. Does it look like it's gonna be less than an hour crash out at this road? June 17th.
Hola a tothom, sóc en David.
I didn't ask for all that. I didn't ask for y'all motherfuckers to start talking to me. All right. Let's just say June 17th is what that said. Demo available. Okay, I think it's actually. I want to say it's available on Steam in like a little bit. Let me see, because I have it in my wish list, so it shouldn't be difficult for me to find. Even I can just go up to the search bar and type in Dench Attack. My only problem is accidentally coming across some hentai game that I might actually want to look at. No, I thought I didn't wishlist it. I thought I did. What the hell? God damn it. Dench Attack. Oh no. Yeah, the demo's available on Steam. So it's all on the same it's on my wish list. Steam, what are you doing to me? At any rate, it's all like a it's a universal release, I guess you can call it. It releases on the same day for everything. So that's cool. That's pretty swanky or whatever. I want to get it. It's like finally something somewhat creative. Yeah, it reminds me of Jet Set Radio. You know what I mean? Jet Set Radio is my shit. Hey man, this is some of the best music too. In video games. It's funky. It's funky.
Hola a tothom, sóc en David.
I jo l'Àngel.
Som d'Undercoders, l'estudi independent de Barcelona que hi ha darrere de Dench Attack.
Of course, the
Com heu
Barcelona
vist,
base. Of
a
course,
Dench
it's
Attack
in
viatgem
fucking.
en un tren a
Of course, this shit takes. This is a game straight out of fucking California. No, I'm joking. I know where Barcelona is. Because the West, at least America, they ain't putting out shit like this. That looks actually
Acrobàtic a
interesting.
través d'un Japó futurista i colorit, executant trucs amb estil per aconseguir la millor puntuació, mentre lluites
Stylish
contra
tricks,
bosses
bro.
i
You can
alliberes les
only
vies del
spin and
control
rotate.
d'una
What do you
corporació malvada.
mean?
Ens hem inspirat moltíssim a la cultura japonesa i en l'energia dels jocs arcade clàssics per crear un món que es senti expressiu, rebel i molt ràpid.
Avui tenim el plaer d'anunciar un parell de coses molt emocionants. En primer lloc, que Dench Attack sortirà el 17 de juny amb una skin de tren exclusiva per a Nintendo Switch 2.
I en segon lloc, avui més tard,
I'm not against that. I'm just rubbing my eyes. But just to speak on it a little bit, it is one of the things that I sound stuffy. It is one of the things I kind of appreciate about, like, you know, the different platforms is that they give people like even small incentives to play the game on their platform as opposed to, like, you know, their preferred platform of choice, if that makes sense. I like that idea. Like, hey, you get a Nintendo skin. Okay, cool. Now what I don't like I blame myself for this shit. But in order to get the Transformer skins, you have to buy the game on console. Not buy the game, but you have to buy the add-on on console. And then, and speaking of Fortnite specifically, you have to buy the in-game skin on console, and then link your accounts to Steam, which I'm not a fan of. Or not to Steam, but to Epic, which you then link your Steam account to, or your PC to Epic. Not Steam, but your PC, your Epic. You have to link it all to Epic. It's stupid. You know what I mean? Like it's why would you if I can play it on my PC, why would you make me go buy it on the console? That's dumb. I'm dumb for buying this. I realize that. But I really wanted the Transformer skins. I still don't have the Transformer skins on PC. And that's because the way Epic works, you can only have one Nintendo account, or one account from each platform linked to your Epic account. And once that one account is linked, that is the only account that can be linked. It's fucking dumb. It's one of the reasons I don't play Fortnite as often as I used to, is because I'm tired of their predatory stupidity. This fun. I'm bitching about something that's not even Nintendo's fault. The fuck? I don't speak magic spells and I'm not reading the captions. Fair enough. I get it, man. I get it.
Tindreu disponible a la Nintendo eShop una demo gratuïta de Dance Attack para Nintendo Switch 2. We hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
These motherfuckers could have spoke English the whole time. I'm so mad. Or you speak Barcelonian at me. Why are you speaking in Tonguis? What are you doing? Speak to me like I'm an American because I'm ignorant. Watch you. I don't play Fortnite because Battle Royale shit conceptually. You know what's funny is that I don't even really play Battle Royale. I play everything else. Like they have a bunch of other game modes. Like they have the one that I put most of my time into is it's like this zombie survival game. You basically it's a prison escape, but it's like a bunch of zombie inmates that you're kind of blasting your way through. It's roguelike. It's not really roguelike. They're on a program, but I guess the roguelike aspect of it is you die, you retain like all of the money that you accrue to be able to get better weapons and like better upgrades and stuff like that. And it's like that's cool. I put a lot of fucking time into that. And then they have some other game modes as well that I really like. So, yeah, I don't even really fuck with Battle Royale all that much. That's just me. You bought Fortnite and didn't play the Battle Royale? Bro, I wanted Fortnite back when they had Save the World and Save the World Alone. That Battle Royale shit was not for me. It was the reason that I never played it for like almost a decade. So, there's that.
All aboard for the latest Indie World. I'm Marissa.
And I'm Thomas. We're excited to showcase another packed lineup of new indies headed to the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch.
It must suck to not be on the studio. Like it must suck to not be on set, and instead you're just in a studio, like, or maybe an office with like some fucking acoustic padding or something like that, and just speaking into some fucking podcast mics like your boy. It must suck.
Forgive me, but I can't wait to introduce this next game coming to Nintendo Switch.
It's also
Let's take a
samey.
look.
Fair enough.
안녕하세요. 한국게임개발사 드림모션의
Oh shit, these some Korean ass Koreans, ain't they? It's a Junyoung Lee, Sung Jung Lu. I can read. I'm pretty sure of it at least. Yoonjin Choi and Bangawori. Is that the name of the dog or is that? Oh yeah, it is. Woof woof. So he's Junyoung Lee. Oh, okay. Duh. The two names right there. The middle guy is Jung Young. Middle guy is Jung Young. Why the dudes always got the roundest fucking glasses, man? Why the dudes always got the roundest glasses? But look at that good boy. Look at that good boy. He's a pretty dog.
준영입니다.
안녕하세요. 아티스트 최은지.
Is that? I would prefer to be at my desk with the podcast mic. Fuck getting my ass to a studio set somewhere. Fair enough. Listen, sometimes I'll be wanting to like style a profile. Know what I mean? I show up to a fucking Nintendo presentation with this shit on. Nigga, sir, I'm so glad we have wardrobe because you are exceptionally retarded for wearing that. And I'm like, you can't use that word. How dare you say the R word? I'm gonna wear this shirt because it represents who I am, the retard. And then I just keep walking.
안녕하세요. 프로그래머 류성중입니다.
마이 리틀 퍼피는 실제로 제가 입양해 키웠던 강아지 봉구와 함께했던 이야기에 꿈과 소망을
I gotta keep pausing for the sake of longevity of the video of the stream, right? It's funny because old girl right here, I forgot her name already. It looks like she's trying to look over my camera. It's kind of entertaining to me.
만든
My little
게임입니다.
puppy is the
가장
name of the
개인적인
game.
것이 가장 창의적인 것이다 라는 말처럼 마이 리틀 퍼피가 만남과 이별 그리고 재회에 관한 우리 모두의 이야기로 여러분들의 마음속에 남게 되면 좋겠습니다.
게임 속 귀여운 강아지들은 팀의 모든 아티스트들이 쏟아부은 놀라운 노력의 결과물입니다.
마이리를 퍼피가 강아지를 좋아하는 세상 모든 분들의 마음속에 감동으로 기억되는 작품이 되면 좋겠습니다.
감사합니다.
Oh, look at these angel
Old
puppies.
saying that when you depart from this world, the dog who went ahead will warmly welcome you.
A heartwarming hope at the core of the wonderfully wholesome.
Oh man, you know how many dogs will show up? You know how many dogs would show up after me and the wife died? Of course, she's gonna die before. Well, no, the race is that the competition between me and my wife. The main competition, at least as far as life goes, is who's gonna die first. Natural causes, obviously, but or old age, I should say. I'm trying to win that race. Fuck that shit. Fuck that noise. My God. Either way, there's gonna be a lot of fucking dogs, man. A lot of fucking. Oh my God. There's Tiberius, and because I'm integrated into the family with her, it's gonna be Tiberius. It's gonna be the other ones whose names I can't immediately remember. Dozens. Holy shit. That's a lot of puppies.
My Little Puppy, a new adventure inspired by the director's own Welsh corgi.
Play as Bongu, a rescued dog and bestest boy who, after a simple yet joyful life, crosses the
Bestest
rainbow
boy.
bridge to doggy heaven.
After what seems like an eternity, Bongu awakes from a nap to a familiar scent, his daddy.
Embark on a journey to meet Bongu's dad, an expedition out of doggy heaven and into the afterlife that may hold unexpected dangers.
Just as Bongu's dad
That motherfucker's dead? Holy shit, wait a minute. He's dead? Bro, this is such a depressing game already. What the fuck? I thought it was supposed to be, well, it is sort of heartwarming at the same time as heart-wrenching. Jesus Christ. Everybody's dead. More. That's the spoiler of the game. Everybody's dead. Jesus.
once rescued him,
That's
it's
rough.
his turn to return the favor in My Little Puppy, bounding its way onto Nintendo Switch May 29th.
Next up,
About to be a lot
let's
of
take a
sad
look
people.
at some indies
Dead
headed for
Dog
Nintendo
Simulator.
Switch 2, including some also headed to Nintendo Switch.
I'm so excited. Hey!
I will say, it would be exceptionally stupid for any indie game developer to make their game exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. That would be absolutely retarded. One of the most retarded plays you could ever make as a gamer, as a video game developer. Because you're gonna need more than just your indie game that nobody knows anything about but may look cool from the trailers to sell somebody on the Switch 2. The Switch 2 ain't even really got much to sell people on the Switch 2. And it's their fucking like Pokemon ZA, whatever. Pokemon Mario Kart World, whatever. Bonanza, whatever. Nobody's even talking about these games anymore. Metroid Beyond Echo, or Beyond Echoes. Metroid 4 Beyond. And Beyond was shit, by the way. It was garbage. What else is on? Oh yeah, fucking Age of Imprisonment. Massive. I have 2 shelves full of Zelda shit right there. 2 shelves and a bunch of fucking Zelda amiibo right here. And I'm not buying a Switch 2 for Age of Imprisonment. I might buy I wouldn't even buy the game card because it's not the actual game on the fucking card. I want the game on the card. Give me the game on the card. Nintendo, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, it makes the game process. Shut up. Give me the game on the card. Or put it on PC. Until then, it ain't much on the Switch 2 that incentivizes me or anybody in this house really to buy one. Despite the fact that we can go get one right fucking now. I could live stream my goofy ass going over to my local Walmart or even GameStop over there. Or pretty much any place that sells a Switch 2. That can sell a Switch 2. I could go to any of these places and pick up a Switch 2 right now. It's not scarcity that's the problem. It's a lack of incentive. I knew it sounded wrong. At any rate, I went on a different tirade from what was happening here. Either way, it would be project suicide for any indie game dev to be like, yeah, our game is exclusive to Switch 2. And it's like, then I'm not fucking getting it. What are you doing? Glad you skipped Prime 4. Oh yeah, it's shit, dude. It's so fucking bad. They not dog walk. They basically handhold you through the entire fucking game. It's so bad. My master has died. I must rush to greet him. Cats. Oh, Food Giver died. He'll find his way to me. Yeah. Fucking cats, man. I swear.
Heave!
Ho!
Heave!
Ho too!
Introducing the high-flying follow-up to the ultimate friend-flinging party game.
Grab hands, arms, or even heads to form chains of up to 4 players, then grapple and swing to reach the goal, avoiding lethal hazards and the deadly void below.
Each player needs to grab and release at just the right moment to form chains. If anyone loses their grip, it can send the whole group to their doom.
There are 8 themed worlds to explore, thrilling exotic locations like a medieval land, a space station, and of course, a kitchen.
In each one, play with brand new mechanics like rocket navigation, coordinated cookery, and plenty of other surprises.
Swing into action with local 4-player co-op or online multiplayer, a franchise first. Plus, game shares support.
Online multiplayer sounds kind of dangerous. I mean, like, what if somebody's pinging heavily? Somebody's pinging heavily. And this is Nintendo, too. What if somebody's pinging heavily? Yikes.
Ported, so if one player has the game, they can share it locally or online with up to 3 other players. Get ready to get a grip in Heave Ho 2, launching on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo.
PSA, do not fling friends if you wish for them to remain friends. True. Absolutely true. However, you throw a fucking blue shell at those motherfuckers if they won't get out the way. You do that shit. It is your God-given right to throw blue shells at your friend if they don't get the fuck out of your way when you're trying to get to first place.
Nintendo Switch this summer.
Heave Ho Z.
At the end of the day, there's nothing like closing up shop, throwing on some comfy clothes, and...
Dungeon diving for wondrous relics?
I was going to say having a nice hot cup of cocoa, but that works too.
In Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault.
I just realized what this indie showcase is going to be. It's going to be these 2 goofballs just like, you know, bumbling through the entirety of the... Oh my God. Yeah, it's going to be rough, boys. It's going to be a rough one.
Continue your double life as a crafty merchant by day and a fearless adventurer by night.
Will is back in business. After an interdimensional collector seizes control of their beloved village and dungeons, Will and the other townsfolk are forced to find a new home.
Now, settled in the town of Tresna, it's up to you to set up a new shop and grow it into the thriving heart of the village's prosperity.
So it's Sims like. I missed the dungeon gameplay. But
dive into vibrant dimensions brimming with shiny
Oh.
loot and pesky enemies. Then vanquish them using an extensive combat system with
Okay.
different weapon types and flashy combos.
Don't forget your trusty backpack. It's your
That
best
actually kinda
friend while
sounds
collecting
fun.
loot, so make sure to carefully arrange your treasure to maximize your profits.
Trust your instincts to plot clever routes through your dungeon runs. The further you delve, the greater the rewards. How far will you dare to
True.
go?
After each escapade, put your hard-earned treasure on sale. That's where your shop owner charm will shine. Grow and decorate your shop, get to know your customers, and set your prices to score the perfect deal.
Go from castaway to friendly neighbor and find a new home among the stranded. In Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault, opening up shop on the Nintendo Switch 2 system this year.
that's nice. Let me go over to Steam real quick. Let me check something here. Moonlighter 2. Uh-oh. Yikes. It's already out. It's early access, but still. Why would I buy it on the Switch is what I'm saying here. Uh-oh. Fucking uh-oh. Oh, shit. Add to the wish list. I'll be looking further into that game. I actually do like, I like it. It looks pretty cool. You run a shop during the day, then do dungeon dive during the night. I played the first one. Fun game. Bet. Yeah, I'll check that out. I'll probably end up, I like, y'all just watch me play through fucking Dragon Quest Builders 2. Bro, I got all the achievements in Dragon Quest Builders 2, and I'm still playing it. I'm still fucking playing it. I have no problem doing some dungeon diving and then coming back to the crib and then setting up shop, making it look all nice, prim, and proper and shit like that. I enjoy that kind of stuff. It's fun. Ooh, Moonlighter 2, is that a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive, or does Switch 1 get it too? It's actually, I think it's on all platforms. If it's on Steam and Switch 2, then it's probably on all platforms. I think they just promoted it on the Switch. Actually, let me just check here. Hold on, let me do this, because I don't need y'all knowing all of my fucking, the tabs I got open here. You know, Pokemon Conquest, Bleach, Third Phantom, the Power World official card game, Depresso Espresso. Y'all don't need to know about that stuff. Moonlighter 2. The Endless Vault. Let's see, it is on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, excuse me, and PC. But is it, well, it says that it's on Switch 2? If it says Switch 2, Switch, let me see. Coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 in 2026. Okay, so it's just a Switch 2. Well, there you go. There's your bit of info there. So it's going to be on Switch 2, but it is also on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. So it doesn't bother me too much if it's a Switch 2 exclusive when it comes to Nintendo, because you have other avenues to play it. What I'm saying specifically in that aspect is if the game is released only to Switch 2, that's a big problem. Know what I mean? Release your game on Switch 2. You're not going to put it on PlayStation? Why would I put it on PlayStation? I don't know. It just feels like Switch 2, it's just too new. You know what I mean? You want to put it on a PC? Oh, hell no, not PC. All right, bro. Got to get back to work. Enjoy the stream and Indie Showcase. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you hanging out, showing up, and, you know, chilling, chatting it up and shit like that. Know what I mean? True. All right, let's get back into this. Damn it. Here we go.
Hello. We're the team behind Widow. Do you remember a time when your backyard and neighborhood streets felt like the entire world?
Хоть мы и выросли в разных местах, нас объединяет одно общее чувство.
Это Фокси, сердце нашей истории, и она так-то собрала нас вместе.
Denn auch wenn wir erwachsen sind, ist diese Magie aus unserer Kindheit nie verschwunden.
So from all of us here, we hope you enjoy the game. Thanks.
Wouldn't it be nice just to slow down and get back to when things were simpler?
Ah, it sure would.
Well, in Woodo, you do just that. In this cozy diorama puzzle game, you assemble wooden scenes piece by piece, like a 3D coloring book.
As you place objects in their correct spots, each scene slowly fills with color and comes to life, revealing charming animations and delightful surprises.
Follow the story of Foxy the Fox and Ben the Frog through a series of interconnected dioramas, each capturing a unique moment from their shared adventure.
Why is Foxy the Fox called Foxy and Ben the Frog not called Froggy the Frog? What are we doing here, man? There seems to be a bit of like lore inconsistencies going on here. Why is Foxy so like standard? Why can't Foxy get a name like, I don't know, Sherry? I don't know. Something that's not just Foxy. Unless Ben is the owner of Foxy. You know, Foxy's the pet. Yeah, it could be a thing. Coziness ensues. Yep, that's definitely an Amarada or Mama Amarada game right there for sure.
Adventure.
The game adapts to your pace while the narrator's voice keeps you company. Plus, plenty of funny characters and silly emotes are sure to put a smile on your face.
And
y'all see that, right? As long as it's nothing like, you know, what's the word looking for? Incriminating? There we go. I don't know what button I pressed there, but either way, what's I about to say? See, I lost my whole train of thought. It was something in let me just go back, see if I can recall it from that.
The game adapts to your pace while the narrator's voice keeps you company.
What it was. I hope you can turn the narrator's voice off. If you could turn the narrator's voice off, then this game it's one of the better cozy games out there. I don't need somebody telling me what my next step should be. Shut up! Don't talk to me. Let me figure it out, okay? That's all I ask.
Plus, plenty of funny characters and silly emotes are sure to put a smile on your face.
And mouse controls are also supported on Nintendo Switch 2. Settle into a world that comes together one piece at a time in Woodo, slotting onto the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems this summer.
Oh, look at that.
The Unchosen has returned. Your village has been captured. All your friends and family are trapped in corrupted crystal, and it's all up to you to save them.
Shoot, that sounds like an adventure.
Wait, why can't you break out of why can't they break out of the corrupted crystal like you did? Game.
A mini-shoot adventure. Take control of a swift and responsive spaceship as you blast your way through this modern twin-stick shooting twist on the classic 8-bit adventure formula.
Overcome bosses in intense bullet-filled battles by finding primordial powers that soup up your combat abilities.
You can also upgrade your ship by leveling up, finding various items, and buying equipment.
Don't forget to rescue your adorable friends. They'll all help you with
Had to refund Void Train because the silly Chungus narrator never shut the fuck up. It's so, I hate when it. See, what's funny is that there's an in between, right? Because I played the shit out of Little Big Planet, right? The first one, the second one, the third one, and the one they have for PS Vita, and they have one for PSP as well. I played the shit out of those games. Now, Sackboy Adventures, I know is on PC. I have that, I think, wishlisted, and I want to get that. But the way that narration works in Little Big Planet is the narrator isn't really there to tell you what your next step is. It's kind of like this quippy British voice that pops up and like breaks the fourth wall kind of deal. So Sackboy interacts sort of with the narrator, and I think that's pretty funny. I think it's pretty cute. But the narrator's not there to tell me what I should do next, and That's what's appreciative about those games. So there's that. This makes me think about the Asteroid game,
In their own special way.
The primordial powers will also unlock exploration abilities that open up the map bit by bit, unraveling a beautiful world to discover at your own pace.
Explore lush caverns, ancient temples, and sunken cities.
To be fair, you're not really exploring it at your own pace if you're getting shot at. Just throwing that out there. There's that.
Each environment full of its own unique treasures, challenges, and secrets.
Take on the Unchosen in Mini-Shoot Adventures, flying onto the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems later today.
Later today.
What is the...
Oh, hey, this is that,
Is it ugly and cruel?
This is Nightmare something, I can't remember.
Is it a place for
Midnight?
monstrosity?
Something at midnight?
For fools lost in the woods.
You know what? This game benefits from being on Switch as well, and Switch 2, because the processing to this game has got to be something crazy, but it doesn't matter because on PC it runs at the same kind of frame rate. It chops frame rates, you know, by design. It's pretty cool. Void Train narrator tells you exactly what to do every time there's something that needs to be done. It's literally the devs just backseating. Yeah, I cannot stand that, man. I hate it. I would legitimately just lose it.
Where all your nightmares come.
Which is funny because there are points in Kingdom Hearts where I'm just like, well, in games in general, I'm just like, what the fuck am I supposed to do now? And especially when it comes to Deep Jungle, right? Deep Jungle in Kingdom Hearts 1. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I didn't realize you had to go from one end of this of the world to the other end of the world, back to the one end, back to the other, and you had to basically keep doing that until the story progressed. They don't give you any kind of, like, I guess, idea. I guess you'd have to watch the film in order to understand where you're supposed to be next. I don't know. That's just bad design at that point. So there's that in between where it's like, you're not telling me what to do next, but you also don't make it like you don't make it too obvious at the same time. You don't make it like completely obscure kind of deal. That doesn't bother me. It's like when it comes to platformers, you know, you just go forward. But at the same time, the platformers don't tell you, okay, now press this button to punch and this button to jump. Jump now. Like, it doesn't do all that. And I appreciate that. Gone from being nebulous to hand-holding. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Oh, hey, that's the thing that freaked Hypno out. The Midnight Walk, that's what it's called. Yeah. The game's already out on Steam, by the way. Probably on other consoles as well.
Hi, I'm Bryce.
And I'm Jam Bell, and we're devs on the team making Rotwood here at Clay.
No, you're
Entertainment in
Jamie Bell.
Vancouver, Canada.
Okay, you're not Jam Bell.
We grew up playing games shoulder
no,
to
you are
shoulder
Jam
with
Bell.
friends.
Fuck it.
Inspired by the moment-to-moment strategy of fighting games and the big bosses of RPGs, Rotwood was developed to recapture the spirit of those good times.
Guy on the left looks like Travis Willingham with like low testosterone.
We wanted progress to feel like it comes not just from new gear, but from you, the player, actually improving, so that each hunt you learn something new that inspires ideas for your next run. We've poured ourselves into Rotwood, and we hope you enjoy it.
Chaos rules!
And big ol' corrupted beasts drool in
Rotwood, a brand new side-scrolling brawler from the studio behind the Don't Starve series.
Your home's been overrun by some hyped-up hostiles, so it's time to take up arms and dive into the fray.
Master a diverse combat system that rewards those who sharpen their skills. Want to get up close and crush some enemies? Wield a hammer.
Want to be a Deadeye that snipes baddies from afar? Take aim with a bow.
The way they did, like, the gameplay is fine enough. You don't have to describe it to me. It's one of the things I hate about Nintendo presentations. We already know this, but I'm going to say it again anyway. When you describe it to me, it takes me out of the interest pool. You know what I mean? I start to lose interest when you describe the game to me. I'm already sort of sold on it. You don't have to, like, I'm going to keep it in mind. You don't have to then tell me that I should not keep it in mind. Shut the fuck up. God damn.
Practice and perfect combo attacks for each weapon type to reach your destructive potential.
Experiment with gear combos to refine your build. Earn epic loot through victories. Then use it to face ever-increasing challenges.
And you'll need all the help you can get. Boss fights are not just a test of strength, but of wits. Study attack patterns carefully to find their weakness.
What the fuck else is...
And use well-placed strikes to hit them where it hurts.
A little extra muscle always helps too. Grab up to 3 of your friends either locally or online and face the rots together.
Choose your weapon and get ready to take on the frenzied foes of Rotwood, hacking and slashing its way onto the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
They spent more time talking about mechanics that you could figure out on your own than they did about the story. What is this shit about again? They gave me like a sentence and a half. They gave us a sentence and a half of what the fuck the story is about. I don't know anybody. I don't know any characters by name. I don't know any names of like the like different aspects of the lore or the world as it is. I don't know anything about this game. I don't care all that much anymore. Thanks, Nintendo. Fucking narrators. You fucked it up, and I'm not going back to see it again.
As a console exclusive, later today.
Oh no! Oh, they did the thing that I told them not to do. Hold on. Hold on one moment here. They did not just do the thing that I told them not to do. Through Steam's early. Okay. So it's on Steam. Okay. Not that bad. Could have been worse. I was like, oh, y'all playing with fire, my guy. Don't be doing some silly shit like that. Why'd I minimize that? Bring that back up. Close this tab. That's what I meant to do. Let me see. Rotwood. Shut up for a second. They have a Rotwood bundle that... Okay. Buy Nature Hates You bundle is basically don't starve together in Rotwood for like $30. And then you could buy, or you could buy the Best of Cly 2026 bundle, which includes 15 items. I would imagine 15 different games. Dating all the way back to like, holy shit, 2019. For like $134. 15 games for $134. So there's that. That's pretty all right. Greetings. What's going on, Radio Chimp and Nick? What's poppin'? Even though Nick has been around for a little bit. What's going on? What theory move it from Steam to make it a Switch exclusive? They basically just we don't want to make that much money, guys. It's okay. We don't want to become, we don't want to go from indie to AA. That'd be very dangerous for us. We're like, my guy, the fuck? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? That sounds very fucking stupid. At any rate. Oh, I'm unsold already. I don't need these pastel-ass colors telling me that there's going to be a... What is it? Annapurna? Interactive? There's this fucking... what's that game? Life is Strange. This is Life is Strange? Some kind of expansion on Life is Strange?
Most of the time, I'm wondering if I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing to have the optimal teenage experience.
The teenage experience is unobtainable.
Because you know the perfect song for every moment. What song would be playing now?
I don't think it's been written yet.
Nothing. I don't care though.
It's time to shine the spotlight on this brand new action RPG from the makers of Guacamelee and Nobody Saves the World.
Ooh,
In
Guacamelee
Blighted,
is fun.
The evil Sorcisto has consumed your village, and if
Damn, that's a game I haven't heard from in a while. Guacamelee 2. Those are fun ass games. Art style reminds me of that movie Paranorman. Hey, Paranorman was actually good though. I mean, I get what you're saying, but you know, Paranorman was fun. That was a fun ass movie.
infected the world with a deadly blight.
You are the lone survivor of Sorcisto's rampage, fighting to reclaim the memories of your people
I
before
wonder
you
if
succumb.
Guacamelee's on Steam.
But that
I'm
same
pretty
power
sure it
can
is.
also be turned to your advantage.
I'd be
As you
surprised
progress
if it
through this
isn't.
psychedelic western landscape, you'll accumulate blight by defeating enemies. The higher your blight, the fiercer enemies become, making combat harder, but also more rewarding.
Combat is nuanced
So it's like Insight from Bloodborne.
and
basically.
deadly for players of any level. Carefully time your attacks to weave through enemies, chain together combos, and perform powerful finishers to defeat punishing bosses.
Uncover dark mysteries as you explore the surreal and vibrant.
I don't know how I feel about all these fucking penises just like tracking me. It's like they're just following me. I see you. Come here. Like that's kind of funny. Check this out. Like look at the fucking
punishing
the dicks on the
bosses.
wall. The
Uncover
wall
dark
dicks.
mysteries as you
Look at that.
explore
They're
the
all just following
surreal
me.
and vibrant world, backed by a haunting original score.
Upgrade your hero at checkpoints, or by talking to key characters on your journey. And if you need a helping hand, a friend can drop in via local or online multiplayer for some two-player co-op action.
Harness the power of blight and unravel the mysteries of a twisted world in Blighted, creeping its way onto the Nintendo Switch 2 system this fall.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Justin from Prophecy Games in Atlanta, Georgia.
Hi, I'm Jess.
Oh no! Atlanta? Ew! Ew! Get it away from me! Gross! Disgusting! Disgusting!
And I'm Scott.
What does that say? Those aren't dicks, they're tentacles. They're different, Japan says. No, Japan says so. That is true. That is very true. There's actually a reason why they use tentacles instead of dicks in a lot of hentai, especially, you know, in the older hentai. Nowadays, they don't give a shit, bro. They put a whole ass, like, 1,800 dicks in one fucking hentai series. But back then, there were laws against that kind of shit, so they got around those laws by using tentacles. That's pretty much the lore. There's that. It's not human and human, it's creature. Otherworldly creature and human. Kind of makes it better, you know? Like, you know, the fact that they're fictional characters isn't what makes it bad. It's when it's human and human fictional characters. That's what makes it very bad. So there's that. What up, Dave? Sheepo. What the fuck are you looking at? I don't know. Atreus, come get your kinfolk. Hey, relax. Relax, all right? Yes, a censorship avoidance tactic. Yeah.
Basically. We love the feeling of progression.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get what you say. Yeah. Atreus, come get your kinfolk, man. Come get your kin. Come get your boy. Come get your boy. My man said, run that back. How's that go again?
This fall.
How's that go again? Gross me out here.
Hi, I'm Justin from Prophecy Games in Atlanta, Georgia. Hi.
Gross! Ew! Ew! Atlanta, Georgia. Oh, it appears Scott Zier is also from Prophecy Games in Atlanta, Georgia. Ew! Where's Jess from? Oh, she's also from Prophecy Games in Atlanta, Georgia. Ew! Gross! Triple threat.
I'm Jess.
And I'm Scott. We love the feeling of progression you get in roguelikes, and we were inspired to create an FPS roguelike in our favorite genre, sci-fi.
Oh,
Sci-fi
really?
lets us imagine futures just out of reach, and in Dead Zone Rogue, everyone pulls you deeper into that world, starting when you awaken on a mysterious ship.
We've worked hard to craft rich, immersive atmospheres, unique enemies, and snappy gunplay that leaves a lasting impact.
These are individuals that are not used to reading off, to looking at the camera while not reading off the cue cards. Look, they're so goddamn. frozen, I guess you could say. Like, the stage frightened. Except the bald dude on the bald dude, though. I forgot his name. It was Scott, I think. Scott, he's like, what do you got to do it, man? Like, I could put your hands on the desk. That's why it's here. Put your hands on the table. I mean, I think it's because he's married. He gives less of a fuck. Look at him. He's like, whatever, my dude. Why does this guy look like he's going to go get some pizza later? Maybe some pasta. Who knows? Some lasagna. Something Italian. Look at this guy. Let's see. The lesson is that being puritanical makes the Gooners even weirder. True. Very true. Why does a woman on the right seem like her face took too much whatever you call it, that her face is super stiff? Oh, you mean like Botox? She put too much Botox in her face? Her cheeks are super rosy, though. Super rosy.
Hope you enjoy playing Dead Zone Rogue as much as we do.
A spaceship overrun with biomechanical creatures, an arsenal of modifiable weapons, and a mysterious origin to uncover. That's what awaits in Dead Zone Rogue, a new sci-fi shooter
first
that combines
person?
tight, satisfying gunplay with strategic progression.
Select missions and squad up with friends, or fight solo through a series of challenging rooms with support for mouse controls using the Joy-Con 2 controllers.
Gain perks.
It has to be on Steam. Hold on. What was that game called? Dead Zone Warframe or some shit like that? I'm looking that up right now. It has to be. It better be on Steam. Dead Zone Rogue. There it is. Oh, shit. It's already out. And the game's complete. It's not early access. Not that I'm seeing, at least. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. This is going right in the wish list. Good job, Atlanta, Georgia. You scored. You shot your shot and you made it. Good job. I'm proud of y'all. Dead Zone Rogue. Okay. It's on Steam. Got a friend that plays it. Hell yeah. Okay. I'm definitely going to have to check that out. I want some more FPSs, and they say roguelike, and I'm like, I'm starting to get into roguelikes. I understand the aspect of them that people enjoy a lot. No, I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and check this out. I'm gonna play it off stream, though. I want to move at my pace. I'm gonna play it off stream. I might just blast through the fucking game. Like, man, I might go through this again. Tell the bros, and we play some Dead Zone. Some Dead Zone Rogue. Co-oping and shit like that. Hell yeah. That's what's up.
And permanent upgrades by defeating enemies and bosses in high-intensity loops.
With hundreds of builds and a variety of foes, each run feels epic and unique.
All of this is backed by a rip-roaring original soundtrack.
I like that.
Fight, revive, adapt, repeat in Dead Zone Rogue, emerging from the void on the Nintendo Switch 2 system, March 17th.
Before we go, let's check out some more exciting indie games heading to Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch.
What if y'all do go and just don't come back in general? This is a Blumhouse game. Perfect garbage. The confidence in these dev names. This is just fucking, what the fuck is the name again? Stardew Valley? Is it Stardew Valley? Stardew Valley? Unrail 2 back on track. They're playing as a zombie. Why don't they should just leave? It says available on Switch. The demo is available on Switch later today. Toem 2. They should just leave the name of the game up on the screen. If they're gonna do the rapid fire, just leave the name of the game up on the screen. Inconveni, one store, many stories. Is this Store Simulator? I'm a fan of store simulators. I'm a fan of like simulators like that in general. I have somebody got me Comic Book Shop Simulator, and that game's kind of addictive. Just setting up your shop and motherfuckers just come through and ransack your shit. It's just like, damn, man, why is this shit so pricey? I'm like, because I need money, nigga. Like, what do you mean? Why is it so pricey? I need this money, bro. I need this bread. You can get better prices when my shit's a goddamn emporium. When I am the shop, when I am the go-to shop, I will consider dropping my prices to accommodate yo broke ass. Got to give me your money so that you could be broke less in later in the future. Duh. What the fuck? Why would you not? Fucking idiots! Give me your money. Oh shit. Outbound. Crafting game. Ratatan. Patapon? It's the makers of Patapon. That's right. A Ratatan. I knew it sounded familiar though.
That's all for today's. Thomas, are you taking notes?
I have to. It might be a clue.
A clue for what?
The last game.
Welcome to Mount Holly, the mysterious manor with locked doors and 45 shifting rooms.
In Blueprints, you embark on a
Blueprints.
first-person, genre-bending journey filled with a unique
This is,
mix of mystery,
Amrata
strategy,
played the
and
shit out of
puzzles
this
that
game.
weave together to create an unpredictable experience.
The mansion resets every day, and every doorway becomes a choice. So, manage your resources carefully to further your discoveries and get closer to finding the fabled Room 46.
Use mouse.
Let me go back real quick, cause
Doorway becomes a choice. So, manage your resources carefully.
Detector shovel. A detector shovel seems kind of counterintuitive. You know what I mean? You're getting dirt inside the detector apart, and then it'll stop working. Thus turning it into a shovel that now has a detector attached to it, and you can't scoop anything up with. It seems very counterintuitive. Greater chance of finding gold and keys, I guess. Much greater chance of finding golden keys while digging. Video games, man. Just video games. That's all it is. These are games, man. These are games.
Discoveries and get closer to finding the fabled Room 46.
Use mouse controls with the Joy-Con 2 controller to probe and poke at the manor's secrets, unraveling mysteries by discovering letters, diaries, and other revealing materials.
Take notes and draft your own adventure in Blueprints, available on the Nintendo Switch 2 system later today.
Furry.
Now that we've solved that mystery, that's really all for today's Indie World. We hope you enjoyed the games in today's showcase.
Majority.
A big thank you, as always, to our indie community and partners for bringing their...
A good majority of these games are already out or on are going to be on Steam or on other platforms. So it's like, whatever, I guess. Indie World. Okay, that's nice. At any rate, that's the shit. It's so Jover. It's all Jover. Oh no, it's all Jover. Has it been 4 days since that shit? We're gonna queue this. I'm gonna queue this up because why not? Why the fuck not? Let's have a little bit of fun. Yeah, the indie world wasn't all that bad. There were actually a couple things in there I was like, oh, I'm gonna wishlist this. I'm gonna wishlist that. That looks pretty cool. But I'm not buying a Switch or a Switch. I'm not buying another Switch. I have a Switch right here. I bet this battery in this Switch is dead as shit. It's just been sitting inside this thing for like months now. It should be on the taco or in the taco, but yeah, it's just been sitting here. Does it still have juice? Nope, it's dead as shit. That, my friends, is what we call it's not a parasitic draw, it's a slow draw. But that's how batteries work. If it's out of use, unless it's like, you know, a power bank or something like that, power banks are designed to basically keep that, retain that charge. Devices themselves, not so much. Batteries will slowly drain over time if they're not in use, which is kind of important that if you're not using it, to disconnect that battery. I'm pretty sure everybody who's had, let me big face for a bit. I'm pretty sure everybody who's had like, you know, I don't have my Game Boy near me. Damn it. A Game Boy Pocket, something like that. you've had it sitting for a good long while. You know, you forgot about it or something like that. You come back to it and it's just got like dried up ass fucking battery acid all on the inside of it, and you're like, fuck it, fuck. It's not entirely fucked. It can be cleaned, it can be repaired. But the overarching issue is that those batteries sat in there, and at that point in time, that's what's known as a parasitic draw. Like it slowly pulls from that battery, pulls power from that battery, and that ain't good for the battery health. Thus, resulting in not being good for the device. Thus, being resulting in not being good for your wallet by the end of it all. So yeah, there's that. That said, like lithium batteries, they're designed differently now. Like you can overcharge them, and lithium batteries can sit for a while without being charged, like being like completely dead. They can sit for a while, and it'd be all right. The problem is when they start swelling. You're gonna want to get that shit, taken care of, because you got 10 of these. We don't need you to go down to like 8 or 7. just to put it that way. Battery man talking batteries. I know a little bit about batteries now. Know what I mean? I work with them. I have very much worked. I found the right job. Apparently, that's how that's what I do. I now have fun with shit like this, taking these things apart, putting them back together, making them work again. Cell phones and stuff like that. Same thing with car batteries and fucking fleet batteries and other crazy ass fucking batteries. Marine batteries for RVs and shit like that. A lot of that. That's what I spend my that's what I do at my day job. So that's fun. That said, it was Densha Attack one of the games. Yeah, Densha Attack was one of the games. It was actually the first game they talked about. So there's that. I have that in my wish list as well. That's something that I was looking forward to. They talked about that probably 4 or 5 months ago, something like that. And I was like, oh yeah, this definitely gets thrown into the wish list. Keep that one in mind. But yeah. Let me stop talking about batteries for a moment. Get back to this here Pokemans. Who wants to get pissed off with your boy? Even though I'm not gonna be pissed off for the most part. I'm gonna be a negative Ned, obviously, but I'm not gonna be like pissed. At least for the most part, I won't be pissed. We can laugh. Let's laugh. Laugh a little bit. Then it just goes through all the fucking iterations of the games. I'll let you know when it stopped being good. Right. Go back a couple frames. I saw that right there where it says hope. That frame that says hope. That's the last good game. That is the last good game. When Xerneas pops up, that's when it all started going right the fuck downhill. I think that was around the time that they had Junichi Masuda step down from his role. I think he was CEO or CFO, something like that. He had like a really prominent role, like one of the top brass roles. Now not so much, but yeah, the games just started falling off around there. Leon was cool though. I like Leon. He's pretty cool. Oh god, Scarlet and Violet. Oh yeah, look, he's even better. Right there where it says Version Noir and Version Bianca. Those are the last good game. They didn't throw Black 2 and White 2 up here. I am heavily offended. You know what I mean? You got red, green, blue, and yellow, gold, silver, and crystal, ruby, sapphire, and emerald, diamond, pearl. Okay, yeah, diamond, pearl, and platinum. I was just kind of confused because of the format there. Black and white. Then you got, I mean, they don't have Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon either, so, there's that. But the difference between Gen 5 and Gen 7 is Gen 5 gave you Black and White, and then Black and White 2, which happens a couple years after Black and White. So it's a different story. Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon were the same story. I could understand it from that aspect. But that, whatever. Whatever. Here we are. It's going to be all right. What's going on, Dragon Master? What up? What up? Was that Ecarlate? Is that Ecarlate? Ecarlate? I'm looking down here at, down here. Ecarlate and Violetto. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Legends Arceus. Now, that being here, that means it's a mainline Pokemon game. Which then also means, well, I'm in a way. But whatever. You understand what I'm getting at here. But Legends ZA. The Legends games are considered canon to the mainline story. So, there's that. That's cool. I don't mind. I don't mind isekai. I don't mind Japanese. Yeah, I don't mind Japanese isekai being a part of the mainline. It doesn't really bother me that ZA is either. It's just kind of different from the standard, but whatever.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ishihara
It's my boy
from the
Ishihara.
Pokemon Company.
It's not my
Today,
boy.
February 27, is Pokemon Day. This is the date the
It's not February 27th anymore, my guy. It was like 4-ish days ago. So big. No, I'm joking. But nah, he's not my guy. Not this guy.
Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games were first released in Japan.
He is
marking
familiar,
the
but he ain't my
beginning
guy.
of the Pokemon series. In those first two titles, 151 Pokemon made their appearance. Now, a total of...
Let me see if I can see my boy here. Let me see if I see my boy. I know he's there. I know he's there. He better be. He gotta be. There he is. That's my boy. For those that can't see what I'm circling, that's Magneton. Magneton was my favorite Pokemon all the way up until Gen 7. Actually, no, until Gen 5 with Crocodile, who was right here. Right there at the corner of my my camera. And then I kind of rotated between favorites at that point between Magneton and Crocodile. And then my ultimate favorite came up in Gen 7, surprisingly enough, was
1,025 Pokemon have been discovered.
Let me see if you see him here. There he is. Lycanroc. Look at that. I got my 3 goats on the screen at the same time. Lycanroc. You got where'd he go? Crocodile. So yeah. I just saw it. Lycanroc, Crocodile, and then over here, Magneton. My 3 goats. Charizard wasn't your favorite? Hell no. Charizard, out of the 3 starters from Gen 1, Charmander was my least favorite, and that's primarily because I was never a fan of, like, you know, the popular vote. I'm never really always the fan of the popular vote. Or I should say rarely am I the fan of the popular vote. I went with Venusaur. Like, Bulbasaur is my favorite out of the 3 starters primarily because Venusaur is cool. Very laid-back looking Pokemon. Also, strategically, it makes sense to pick the Pokemon that will be able to carry you through most of the game. And by the time you get to Venusaur's weakness, you already have an answer for the gyms, right? So you're going to fight Sabrina, you already have a Ghastly. If you don't have Ghastly, that's on you. You're going to fight Blaine. You had to surf to get to Blaine. You already have an answer. Like, come on now. Venusaur was the best choice. Now, yeah, when you get to the Elite Four and Dragonite starts using Fly and Hyper Beam and shit like that, bro, it's also tanky as shit. There's that. But again, by that point, you already have the legendary birds as well. So it's like, fuck it. I might as well just go with a Zapdos. Or an Articuno. Articuno just fucking double splash a motherfucker. Now, Articuno is weak as shit. Not in comparison to Moltres is the suckiest out of the 3 birds. But Articuno's weak. Zapdos is like peak legendary bird, peak. So there's that. There would be Gengar. Oh, to be fair, my Dragonite then Venusaur. Okay, fair enough. I'm not against that. Where my okay.
And these diverse Pokemon have been part of the stories trainers worldwide have been able to experience. This year marks the Pokemon series' 30th, a milestone reached because of your support. Thank you, each and
the biggest brand on the fucking planet, and this whole thing is about to be nothing but a bunch of bullshit, bro. It's just Goon Curry. Just Goon Curry. Those of y'all who know who Goon Curry is, I talked about it on Twitter. I talked about it last night, too. I'm going to talk about it here as well. I got to make sure that everybody knows about what the fuck Goon Curry is, because I don't need y'all being, you know, overly weird about it. Like, it's not already weird as it is. I put a post out on Twitter, I think the same day that this dropped, and I described it as such that the Pokemon Company can give you a plate of curry, tell you that they're going to goon in your curry in front of your face, and then say, "Eat, enjoy your Goon Curry," and you'll happily pay $70, $80 for the shit. Like, that's what Goon Curry is. That's what a lot of these Pokemon fans are. They're just eating the Goon Curry, and it couldn't be me. Not anymore. No mas. But yeah, that's that description for you. Good morning.
every one of you. We hope you will all enjoy seeing how Pokemon continues to evolve. In today's broadcast, we'll share all the latest news about Pokemon. Please enjoy the presentation.
Music be jumping though. Can't take that away from Pokemon. What's funny is that you can even hear like the you can hear the processing power in the audio as well. Like how like the game will stutter a bit. Let's see if it does it again. Yeah, like that. You can probably hear it better when you go back to the Here he is, Junichi Masuda. My guy. This man was this man was the fucking dude. He's the reason that we have something called the Masuda method. Or Masuda method, I guess, because a lot of people pronounce it Masuda. I pronounce it Masuda. Either way, music and sound effects for Pokemon Red and Blue version games. That's all? I didn't even read that before. My man had a far more prominent role. It was Junichi Masuda and Ken Sugimori. Like, those guys were basically front-running most of Pokemon for, like, the longest time. He probably stepped down because he didn't feel like dealing with all of this shit, probably. Who knows? But, that's it? Just music and sound effects from Pokemon? He's far more prominent than that. How dare y'all downplay my guy like this? How dare y'all? What the fuck wrong with y'all, man? What are y'all doing?
Junichi Masuda, and I handled the music and sound effects for the Pokemon Red version and Pokemon Blue version video games. You can now play all 45 songs from the games on the small player inspired by the Game Boy system. We took particular care to make the audio sound just like Game Boy, so I hope you enjoy listening while swapping out cartridges.
I like the box packaging, it's pretty cool. I'm not planning on getting one, I just think it looks cool. So there's that.
Hello, Pokemon trainers, and
jump scare from Chris Brown. Oh, not that Chris Brown.
I'm Chris Brown from the Pokemon Company International.
It's different Chris Brown.
And I'm thrilled to share news about the 2026 Pokemon World Championships, which will be taking place alongside our new fan.
I think that should just be. Hold on, let me go back real quick because that's just funny to me. Hold on, I'll be fine with this. Let me just go ahead and pull one of these numbers right here. Nah, I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead and where'd it go? In my shit. Oh, there it is. It's gone. Scroll bars, scroll timeline scrubber is gone. I'm gonna just go ahead and just too high. There we go. There we go. There we go. Just screen cap that and just hit people with a fucking Chris Brown jump scare every now and then.
Hello, Pokemon trainers, and happy Pokemon Day. I'm Chris Brown from the Pokemon Company International, and I'm thrilled to share news about the 2026 Pokemon World Championships, which will be taking place alongside our new fan experience, Pokemon XP in San Francisco. The 2026 Pokemon World Championships will once again welcome...
Hold on.
The 2020...
Okay, y'all see what I'm seeing, right? Y'all see exactly what I'm seeing. Y'all see it? Y'all see it? All of this right here? Y'all see all of this, right? Not a single child in sight. Not a single kid in sight. These are a bunch of adults. Now, yeah, they are going to showcase some kids later, but these are a bunch of adults buying these games. There is absolutely zero excuses as to, oh, these games are for children. These are games for kids. Where the fuck the children at then? Man, y'all... That Goon Curry must be good going down the gullet for y'all, man. Hell no. Couldn't be me. Could not the fuck be me. What's going on, Law Boys? Good day. Bandai Namco announced a new RPG, possible new tease on March 5th. Okay. What is that, in a couple days? A couple days.
6 Pokemon World Championships will once again welcome nearly 3,000 competitors from
all right, there's one kid. There's two kids.
All over the world. Competitors in the video game championships.
They had to showcase the kids. Look at this guy. Look, ain't no fucking. Sorry, I'm sorry for spiking the mic. I'm sorry. Ain't no fucking way, man. Ain't no fucking way. You sit here telling me that these games are for kids. You got motherfuckers like this childless guy right here showing up. You out your mind, bro. I wouldn't say that he's bitchless, but he more than likely is. More than likely bitchless. He probably does pull, but. Also, there's that in between, you know what I mean? He's like a coin that landed on its side. That's the kind of individual he is. It could fall either way, and it would either work in his benefit or it wouldn't work in his benefit, but you wouldn't be surprised at the results ultimately. Like that's who this guy is. That is exact. Look at him. Look at him. You know that he's more than likely not bitchless. But if he has one, then that's what's up. But come on, man. Come the fuck on. Who are you fooling with this? Come on, Nintendo. Not to Nintendo. Pokemon and Nintendo. Who are you fooling? Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Will battle for the first time in Pokemon Champions, while their fellow competitors will battle in the Pokemon trading card game, Pokemon Go, and
these are adults playing Pokemon Go. Beelzeboy and Pataman. Actually, I'm kind of liking both their teams, to be honest. I'm kind of liking both their teams. They got some power on these teams. Hold up, fucking Cradilly. I'm just gonna. Well, I'm in the way of Beelzeboy. Let me get out of the way real quick. So, you know what I mean? Like. He's got Cradilly. Cradilly's pretty fucking good. Can you see my cursor? You can't see my cursor. Where'd my cursor go? There we go. Let's do that. I should have just clicked on the icon down there. But either way. Cradilly. Pretty powerful. Pretty good. Fortress is just a wall, really. So there's that. This guy's useful for, like, you know, first turn attacking. Otherwise, he's pretty stupid. Lapras, always a solid pick. Marowak, also pretty solid as well. And then this motherfucker over here, fucking Beelzeboy's got some strength on his team. Fucking Annihilate. Annihilate is one of the most busted additions to the roster. What's the word I'm looking for? Tisming. There we go. I'm tisming here a little bit. But yeah. Fucking power here. If that Steelix Mega Evolves, yeah, that's also power. It's either Steelix that Mega Evolves or it's Lapras. I don't think there's any Mega Evolutions for the other 4. No, not for Yveltal is actually pretty good too. Yveltal has like, I think it's the one attack that's like it saps your health and adds it onto its own. I can't remember. Oblivion Wing is the name of the attack. I can't remember what it does off the top of my head though. But it's something busted. Either way, yeah, they got some power on these teams. Holy shit. I'm not like wholly upset with those teams. I am wholly upset at the fact that these are basically 2 adults. This guy kind of looks like True Pop. That bothers me. I'm gonna have to hit him up. Hey, True Pop, what are you doing at Pokemon World Championships where you could be in Vegas with the boys eating pancakes and shit like that? Like, what are you doing, my dude? What are you doing? Go to Vegas instead. Vegas is better.
Pokemon Unite.
Pokemon Unite. Let me see. I just gotta look at the. Oh my god, these cameras are terrible. What is this girl right here doing? Hey, what's being promoted there? What is this girl down here doing? Girl in lower right. What are you doing? Hey. What are you doing? You knocked that off. Peru. Zeta Division and Peru Unite. Those are the teams. Once again, a bunch of adults. Basically, I should say. They're probably like, late teens, early 20s, but adults. Basically. These games are far too easy for them to be for adults. Just throwing that out there. It feels odd scoping out the landscape to see if any children showed up to this thing. You know what I mean? Like you take it out of context, yeah, it does sound bad. But I'm trying to make a point here. There are a lot of adults and not enough games for children showing up. Just throwing that out there.
Each of the final matches of these games will be held at the Chase Center, an arena that's 3 times the size as last year's finals. Years ago, we started
Who the hell? Is that Chris Evans?
On a mission to create the most exciting Pokemon event for our competitors.
There's a kid.
And their families. As the World
Bunch
Championships
of adults. That man, he looks like Kyoraku from Bleach.
For our competitors and their families.
Look at that, bunch of adults. This guy, he looks like Kyoraku from Bleach. That's funny.
As the World Championships evolved, we saw an opportunity to expand even further and deliver a one-of-a-kind experience where trainers around the world can come together in celebrating their fandom. As we celebrate.
That's a father and son. That's acceptable. Look at Nidorino. Nidorino's cool.
Celebrate 30 years of Pokemon.
Look at my boy Lucario. Lucario's cool. Surprisingly, Lucario wasn't one of my favorite Pokemon. He is now, but he wasn't he wasn't favorite Pokemon status. It's probably because of his popularity. His popularity's only grown since then, but he's grown on me, if that makes sense. Adults. That girl, she looks like somebody I know.
We invite
fucking Psyduck, bro. Hold on. Hold on, I gotta. Let me do this real quick. Like, what button is it? This one, or what image? There we go. Let me save this real quick. Like, Chris Brown jump scare. Because I am definitely snatching this one here. That shit's funny as shit. For Psyduck. What my man Psyduck's like, what? That's funny as shit. Duck. Let's see. Side-eye duck. Side-eye duck. That works. He's got the fucking side-eye emote face going on. That's funny.
All of you to the inaugural Pokemon XP event. Fans of all ages can
fucking Pikachu trying to eat the child.
We invite all of you to the inaugural.
Look at all of these adults, man. I have like don't get me wrong. Like, don't get my words twisted or anything like that. I don't care that there are a bunch of adults at these events. What bothers me is that they say they make these games for children, and there are rarely any children at these events. Now, yeah, the kids don't have to necessarily go to the event in order for it to be like for children. But at the same time, there are a lot more childless adults going to these events. I'm just throwing that out there, man. Can we get some adult themed games? Not necessarily adult theme, right? Like I don't need a game where it's just basically GTA but Pokemon. I don't need that specifically. But let's take ourselves a little more seriously. You know what I mean? Like Gen 5. Fucking Ghetsis is one of the best villains in the entire, like, I guess you could say historia of Pokemon. Bro convinced an entire I gotta keep dropping this line. Bro convinced an entire region to give up their safety. That's some Machiavellian shit, bro. Like, this man pulled a whole ass Joseph Stalin on, almost pulled a whole ass Joseph Stalin. Would have succeeded if there was no main protagonist.
Pokemon XP event. Fans.
Look at the fucking Pikachu trying to eat his head. Though I will say I kind of like that Letterman kind of goes hard. I kind of like that Letterman. That Letterman is kind of clean. I can't be upset at that. Sheep BoomerCon confirmed. Hey, what you gonna do?
Fans of all ages can expect fun activities, including.
Is that Blabs? No, that woman's Asian. Is that Asian Blabs?
Interactive exhibits, pin trading, cosplay showcases.
Adults. Look at my guy. They're probably happily in love, these two. But look at my guy. What is that face, my dude? What are you doing?
Activities, including interactive exhibits, pin trading,
wait, where is
cosplay show.
Look at it. Oh! Bro, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? I understand why there's an R on his chest, because there's no T in that guy. No T. Low T. He's now known as Restosterone. Restosterone. I know it's Jesse and James, but my man he doesn't have testosterone. He has some Restosterone going on through his system. Holy shit. Oh my god.
Unique panels, hands-on workshops, exciting partner collaboration.
I like the Miraidon bike. That is pretty sick. Right? I'm not going to sit here and disparage the whole fucking event, but or the whole presentation. But that Miraidon is actually one of the sleekest, coolest looking legendaries that I've seen. I like the concepts behind Miraidon and Koraidon. That said, there are actually a couple of other Pokemon. Ceruledge, Armarouge, pretty cool. They're more anthropomorphic. Or not these two, obviously, Korai and Mirai. But I like the more anthropomorphic Pokemon designs. The problem is that they should have been Digimon. It's that easy. They should have been Digimon.
And of course, visiting the Pokemon Center pop-up store. To celebrate this new experience, today we're
Chris Brown, you're all set, man. Why is the camera moving? Where's it going?
Giving you a first look at a truly special piece of art illustrating Pokemon XP alongside the highly anticipated World Championship.
Oh man, look, it's a Mega Mischievous. Right there, right here. Damn it, right here. Or Mismagius? No, it's Mega Mischievous. Why is there a Mega Mischievous? No. That's the ancient Mischievous. The fucking old ancient. I forgot the name of it. It's from fucking Scarlet and Violet. One of the time paradox Pokemon. That's what that is. Okay. Okay. My bad, guys.
Whether you're joining us in person in San Francisco or from home on our live stream, we can't wait to see you this
August 28th to 30th. Sorry, I probably won't be available around that time. Do I have that card? I think I have a Pikachu. I have the first movie Pikachu. I don't think I have that Pikachu. I thought I did, but I don't. No, I don't. Because I have these in Pokédex order. No, wait. I just saw a Pikachu. Stop fucking with me, man. Oh no, that was first the first movie Pikachu. Never mind. Yeah, I don't have this Pikachu. I don't have that Charizard. I don't have that Lugia. I know I don't have Lugia or Palkia. So basically what this whole 30th edition thing is I even got the fucking e-reader on the side of Lugia. Excuse me. What they're doing is they're re-releasing cards that have been essentially discontinued over the last 30 years. They're re-releasing them. That's what this is. Now, Genesect is my favorite legendary, though. Mythic, I guess. Still my favorite. Mewtwo and Mew. The future awaits. I like the music. Coming in 2026. Pokemon Go. It's been 10. It's been 10 years since Pokemon Go released. Bro, it's been a fucking decade. It feels like that shit released like 3-4 years ago. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Who still plays Pokemon Go, by the way? Genuine question, because I don't know anybody that plays it. Actually, I know one person that plays it, and I'm thinking about it.
A huge range of Pokemon that have appeared in Pokemon Go so far will return. And there's a 2-day Pokemon Go tour.
It just sounds like the sentence made sense, but it just sounded very cluttered. I was just like, what?
Event starting tomorrow. We also have a promo code to share.
Go Tour Kalos. Yeah, red. No, here. Red. Oh, also, by the way, if you haven't taken notes so far, we've now entered the mobile game segment of the stream. So there's that. Pisses me off, right? I like classic style red. Got some tiny ass hands. Holy shit, I like classic style red. What's going on, Darkwing? What up? Here. But check this out. I don't like that they gave him a voice. That bothers me. See, now that red, fucking Aiden Pierce code ass red. I like that red. I like what I like the idea of red becoming like, you know, a lot more of a stoic like a stoic silent protagonist. Right? Because in a manga, Red talks a fucking lot, but like he grows up as well. He becomes more of like, you know, a serious individual. And I like that idea. Like he matures into someone who is not always there, but when he is, he's the most reliable person kind of character. I like those kinds of characters. Like a Racer X kind of dude. Just shows up when he needs to. Chacat, that's what it's called. You know it, Chacat. But either way, I like both designs. I like the classic design. And I like the modern design. Modern design. He's got the blue flames up his pants, or is that lighting? No, that's blue flames. I like them both. This is Image of Green. Why is she throwing her pelvis forward like that? Whatever. I was just going through the generations. Lyra and Ethan, I think. Yeah, Ethan and Lyra. And then, of course, you have Brendan and May. And then, of course, Lucas and Dawn. And then, of course, the other two from Gen 5, and then the other two from also from Gen 5. You have Xavier and Yvonne. Serena, most people know her as. Whatever. You have fucking Alola Bro and Chicken Chan. Alola Bro and Chicken Chan. That's what their names are now. You have the two Brits. There you go. Where were these costumes? Are they in a game now? Right, like throughout. That's one of the things that pissed me off about Scarlet and Violet is you could only wear the school uniform all the way up until you got to like the DLC where they allowed you to wear like a summer festival outfit. And it was just like, what? Y'all are killing me with this shit, man. God damn. How am I supposed to style and profile if I'm just wearing a uniform like everybody else? The fuck? Bro, I don't even have to go to school throughout the whole game. I do, but I didn't have to.
Like your curiosity?
Florian, that's his name. Oh my god, that voice. Let your curiosity shine. Run that back.
Let your curiosity shine.
Eesh. You know you had that grating fucking protagonist voice back in the day, like Genki from Monster Rancher. I'm Genki kind of character. Somehow they made it worse. I appreciate Genki so much more. I'm Genki. My name means energy. Yeah, I can tell, my guy.
Like a twinkling star.
Oh! Florian and Juliana. Those are their names. That's very Hispanic, those names. I made a mistake wearing earbuds because those sounds went directly into my cochleas, and I'm slightly dizzy. Shame on me. Shame on this motherfucker here. Double anniversary. No, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourselves. This shit don't fucking count. This shit don't count. 6.5 year anniversary. Go fuck yourself. But I mean, it's happening. Shut up. Shut up. Oh my god, you guys are corny. Y'all are lame as shit, bro. Double anniversary. For who? It's the 30th anniversary and that's it. Yeah, but the game released half a year prior to where we are now, 6 years ago. Huh? How's that go again? Shut up. That's how that goes. Get the butt 6.5 year ass celebration. Shut up. Shut up. Go fuck yourselves. Logging out to receive 3,000 gems.
EX.
Told you, mobile segment. This is another game I just don't get. I've never given a shit about. Why is Sobble always fucking crying, man? Sobble's the third one at the top. For those that don't know, always fucking crying. Like everybody else is chill as fuck on this damn panel. Now I mean, everybody's having a good time. Sobble's up there fucking crying, man. Always crying. Jesus. Hard to believe he becomes one of the cooler looking Pokemon in the game. Fucking Froakie. That like Froakie is me for real, for real. Well, like that's that why am I here face. A roundup of all the first partner Pokemon from each region begins February 28th. Well, that was 3 days ago. The partner Pokemon from Kanto. Plus chef outfits and new Pokemon continue to appear. I'm not going back, I don't care. Cafe customization decorations. Okay. That's nice. That's cute or whatever. Was that? You can also play it on Nintendo Switch 2 systems. Oh, you could. You absolutely can. I'm not going to, but you can. So you had another mobile game. That's mobile game number 3, by the way. Mobile game number 4 right here. Pokemon Sleep. That Mew? It's Mew. What's that from? That was from 3rd gen, wasn't it? It was. That was the abandoned ship music. So yeah, mobile game number 4 right here. Latias and Latios.
To
Pokemon
celebrate
Unite. So, was that Pokemon Masters, Pokemon Go, Pokemon Cafe, Pokemon Sleep, Pokemon Unite. That's number 5.
Pokemon Day, Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno will be joining the fray.
Weak Bird and 2 other good ones.
The magnificent power of the 3 legendary bird Pokemon comes together. Soar stylishly into battle. You can participate in the event to unlock their Unite licenses. And even more Pokemon are scheduled to be added.
Meganium and
Don't
Typhlosion
miss
for
what's
Alligator.
coming.
Electro Volleyball World Tour. How far are we into this video? It's 9 minutes, okay. Pokemon Card Game Pocket. That's number 6. That's number 6. Bro, they spent more time putting out mobile games over the last decade than they have actual games. Right, that's not to say that mobile games aren't actual games. They're games. But they're not console games, you know what I mean? They're not the games that you show up for. Exclusives to Switch 2. XD Gale of Darkness. Now, what's funny is that Coliseum still isn't available. Just throwing that out there. Coliseum's not available yet. What's my boy's name? I forgot. I legitimately forgot what my boy's name is. Hold on. Holy shit. No, what's my guy's name? I don't want to go to Wikipedia. Character. Wes, that was his name. Wes was cool as shit. Wes was cool as shit. I'm sitting here keep thinking to myself, it's not Rudy. I know Rudy is from the 2nd game. Rudy's from XD, but Wes is my boy. Could we get another game with Wes in it? Fucking Lugia picks a whole boat up and leaves. Look at this guy, Rudy. And his annoying ass sister, know-it-all sister. What's funny is that he had this know-it-all sister and like she was useless otherwise. Aside from being like disparaging and going, I understand you can't do anything without me. Bitch, I'm doing all the work. What do you mean? But yeah, and then she had like this dude that was creeping on her. It's like, bro, this is a child. What are you doing? Clemmy Best Indie Showcase Summer in June 26th. Never heard of it. Your Useless Dad. Mirror B was cool as shit. And his music is really good too. Named yourself Michael? Okay, Rudy.
Hello,
Dissimilar.
everyone.
Ishi
I'm
Furukawa.
Utsunomiya from the Pokemon
No, it's
Company.
Utsunomiya. My bad. Who the fuck is Shintaro Furukawa? I think Shintaro Furukawa was the CEO of Nintendo for a while. Never mind. Yeah, Utsunomiya is the serious archetype in the Pokemon Company. COO.
I'd like to give you all some additional updates as we share the latest news on our games. First off, we have information regarding the Pokemon Fire Red
Oh
version
yeah,
and
that's what he
Pokemon
showed up for. He showed up to talk about these games being available to play, and that's it. Like they spent like almost no time on what everybody showed up for.
Leaf Green version games coming to Nintendo
Clock
Switch.
it.
The Pokemon Fire Red and Pokemon Leaf Green games, remakes of the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games in Japan, were released on Game Boy Advance in 2004. Today, these games
2
have been
decades
made
ago.
available to play once more as
Over
download
2
exclusive
decades ago.
titles on Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. We also plan to make these titles compatible with Pokemon Home in the future. This way, you can bring Pokemon obtained in other Pokemon RPG series titles on adventures with you, or you can send Pokemon to visit Pokemon Champions. We hope you look forward to it. Next, we have some news.
See, they spent almost no time on the flagship announcement. The flagship and the real flagship announcement is Winds and Waves, but they spent almost no time on the shit that everybody actually cares about, which would be Fire Red and Leaf Green, actual good games. Neither here nor there, though.
News about Pokemon Champions.
Also, they didn't talk about how they now have like some they've rebuilt the games from the ground up. They've added in censorship, and they have some shit that basically sends data to them. Basically pulls data from your gameplay and stuff like it's some real wild shit. There's some stuff that shouldn't be in the game. This is why I appreciate the preservation of hardware. You know what I mean? I appreciate the preservation of physical media. They can't track me through this shit. This has been discontinued, which means the was it WSS? I think it is. Basically the internet capabilities, the Wi-Fi capabilities, the capabilities, connectivity, I guess you could say, of this bad boy. They can't reach me through this anymore. They've done away with the necessary tools to support that kind of shit. So this is now its own isolated thing. I don't have to worry about a motherfucker looking for me. I sound like Mudahar. I don't have to worry about a motherfucker tracking my fucking data through this Switch. I've taken these things apart. There's a screen here, there's 2 speakers, and there's a board. But the board is not it's not connected to the internet or anything like that. So there you go. Boom. Useful information. Yeah, I don't have to worry about a motherfucker looking at me like, oh, you over there playing some Shaman King, huh? You over there playing yeah, if you want to know if I'm playing Shaman King, you gotta look over my shoulder. But we back in 2003. Let's go. What's going on, Jacoby? How's the Indie World Direct? Was asked. No, it actually wasn't that bad. There are a couple games I wish listed. I didn't like the Nintendo fucking narrators basically telling you everything about the games. Everything. Literally everything. These mechanics work this way. Like, shut the fuck up and let me watch the goddamn trailer, my guy. But ultimately, yeah, no, there were a couple games there that were like, I went ahead and wishlisted because they're available on Steam. So there's that. But it wasn't bad. I'd give it like a 6. Know what I mean? A 5 is middling. A 6 is it wasn't bad. Actually, a 5 would be it wasn't bad, because that's more middling. A 6 is good. At least by my standards. Not as far as the education system goes. If you're not getting an 80 or above, I consider that fail. Neither here nor there. Ugly, gross-ass adult, little child protagonist. Bro, how hard you look being a grown-ass dude pulling out a goddamn Nintendo Switch out your pocket. This child shows you up with a phone. Something that's very normalized in comparison. I'm going to beat you with my Nintendo Switch. I got a phone, my dude. I win. This is comical to me. This is comedy. 5 is mid. 6 is better than mid, but not good. 7 is all right. True. Well, I consider 7 to be good. Or 7 to be pretty good. 9 is lit.
You wanna be the best, it's a champ, move a chest, beat the rest. Oh yes, he a champ, she a champ, they a champ, we champs, stay shine right with the team, you can't go. For the winning.
I don't like that auto-tune they got behind, bro. It's very annoying. Also, it sounds like they got somebody from the Pokemon Cypher to do this shit, and they just gave him lyrics to run on, and he's like, fuck it, it's a paycheck. Just saying.
Running with the team or your friends.
Saying would never happen in current Nintendo. True.
Go get it. Win or lose, great fun that we having. Win or lose, great fun that we let's go. We champions, game is all in one. Team ready now, we gonna be #1. Play it up, come up with me awesome. We champions, game is all in one. Team ready.
Oh, that was a jump scare. I didn't mean to freeze on this frame. Let me go back. Wait, it was here. Bro, how are you in Japan with this much diversity? That don't make no sense. There's somebody from every fucking part of the goddamn world here, right? Like you got, I don't know, some girl from probably the Scandinavian area. You got some dude from America. You got some other girl from China. Some other dude from America, or probably like somewhere in like Cuba or some shit. You got this regular ass American dude, this black girl, this black dude here. There is no setting anywhere, not even in like Atlanta. There's no setting whatsoever where you will find a fucking Benetton ad just happen naturally on a bus, on any public transportation. There's 0 settings any fucking where it'll just be a fucking Benetton ad. What the fuck are we doing, man? I get it. Yeah, Pokemon is global. Congratulations. We knew that shit like a decade and a half ago. My dude? If you're in this setting, get the fuck out real quick, my dude. You about to get turned into a Thumb from Spy Kids. Like, that's dangerous. They gave Shofu the bag and said, wrap this ass. They gave it to Shofu. Now, I feel like Shofu would actually... No, because Shofu did that one track that was like... That one track was real bad, man. It was real bad. And he took the bag from... He took the bag. He was like, it's a bag, it's whatever. But ultimately, I think he knows it was asked. Well, not I think he openly said that shit was asked too. I can't remember the name of it, and I'm not going back to it. Oh my God, it was so garbage. It was so garbage. Sounds Jewish crapper. True. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at all this diversity. Also, it's not good to have your chin like this a lot. I'm learning this stuff as I get older. If you're looking down a lot, it's going to give you that double chin effect more times than often. Which is why I do a lot of those, like the chin up exercises and stuff like that. It's real. It actually it helps mitigate like that fucking neck shit you get going on there, where it looks like you have a double chin, despite you weighing like 150 or some shit like that. Is that a true too? I don't know. I thought it was just an old dude. I was about to say it was like Ozzy Osbourne or some shit like that.
Whoa, it's time to go all in.
Just saying, this music is garbage. Of course she won. One, it's a child. Two, she had a phone. Hours. All she needs to do is just sit her phone down and walk away, bro. She wins by default. Like, what are you doing? This might be the worst commercial of all time. It's one of the worst, absolutely. I don't know, their Super Bowl... Shut up for a second. Their Super Bowl commercial was pretty shit, man. Oh, and then her parents come downstairs. Yeah, that shit. What was that?
Next
Actually,
up
you know
is-
what? Shut up, bro. Oh,
Hey,
no,
for the
never mind. It's Mega Dimensions DLC. You know that shit you paid $30 for. Those at least people who bought into the hype. That is the Goon Slop. Goon Curry that I refer to as Pokemon Legends ZA. Champions does sound fun. I might pull up some local events now. Have fun. I won't catch my ass there.
Pokemon Legends ZA game, the newest title in the Pokemon series. Please take a look at this
Unfortunately.
video.
Unfortunately. Look at all these mega Pokemons. They actually fucked my boy Zygarde up with that shit. And they put a big ass fucking cannon on his chest. It's like, that's so awkward, my dude. What are you doing? You had the opportunity to actually turn him into a super Gundam. You could have made him look like fucking Gundam Unicorn. It would have actually been cool. No, we're just gonna make him look like a fucking anthropomorphic walking gun. Like, what are you doing? Why? Come on, man. Not having an EV train can copy a team directly, easy dubs. I feel like they have some way of like tracking that shit because that's how Pokemon, that's how Japan is specifically. Pokemon, they will make sure your ass is not cheating. Like, it's not like some fucking anti-cheat shit or anything like that. Like, they don't have an anti-cheat built into your fucking games, but they will definitely ban your ass in the event that they find out you're cheating. And motherfuckers will swear up and down that you're cheating if you start winning. Like, you start winning like left, right, and center because you're actually good at the game. Motherfuckers will swear up and down that you're cheating. And then you got to get your shit checked. And they find out your shit was genned. And then here we go. Mega Zeraora was a mistake, by the way. Mega Absol, not Absol, Mega Darkrai was a mistake. He looks cool, but it was a mistake. And here we are. The big announcement, guys. Ugly ass Lucario. Decent looking ass Salamence. Pretty cool looking ass Charizard. And now Mega Salamence Z, which is just basically Mega Salamence, or Mega Garchomp, I mean. Mega Garchomp Z, which is just basically Mega Garchomp, but now he fly. But he fly now. He flies now? He flies now. Did you see the post of the guy who lost all 6 rounds in day 2 of Seattle Regionals and blamed Trump and Israel for not being able to focus instead of just playing like... No! That sounds fucking comical. Fucking Trump. My dude, just accept the L. Is that what they did? They put the Megas side by side to show the comparison between the two? So the one on the right is Mega Garchomp, and the one on the left is Garchomp Z. It's just basically the same shit, but one flies. And he has, like, I guess propellers on his head. And not propellers, but, like, wings. Holy shit. He has fins. He has extra head fin. That's what it is. Extra head fin. That's all it really is. He went from having, like, the fucking shoulder pad suit to less shoulder pad suit, but fins on. It's like y'all motherfuckers are lazy, man. Y'all can do so much more. So much. Y'all could have done something better. Skill issue. It really is a skill issue, man. That's what it is. Imagine having to blame politics for your lack of skill in a fucking video game. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to check that out afterwards. Hold up. That's funny as shit. Let me just in case the chat scrolls past it. I'll do this. Make sure no incriminating shit pops up. At least on my end. Okay, yeah, I'll let that ride. That looks good. That looks fine. Where are we at now? Through most of the fucking thing. Available for purchase now. You know, it's all digital, technically speaking.
A new Mega Evolution of Garchomp, Mega Garchomp Z, has been discovered. This mystery gift will become available for the Pokemon Legends ZA.
You know what bothers me about the designs of these some of these Pokemon? Especially in like Garchomp's case. With Mega Garchomp and Mega Garchomp Z, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between the two unless they were side by side. I hate when they do shit like that. Like add some actual differentiation, right? Like you look at, for example, Charizard X and Charizard Y as silhouettes. You can tell which one is which, even when they're like, you know, not side by side. Like fucking X has the fucking like the flames coming out of his mouth, and Y he has the extra horn on his head. He has 3 horns on his head, and there are like other like smaller features that you could probably tell between the difference of the two. But ultimately, they have different color schemes as well. That's a solid tell of what's different about them. Garchomp and Garchomp Z, if they're next to each other, that's the only way you'd be able to tell which is which. And even then, you might get, you know, a little tripped up. You're like, no, wait a minute. Oh, wait. If they're both on the ground, but one's flying, you're like, oh, okay, that one's Z. Like, you gotta do more. You gotta do more. There's very minimal effort. By the way, motherfuckers paid $30 for this shit.
Mega Dimension DLC after this presentation concludes. After claiming this gift, you'll be able to detect a special hyperspace distortion where you can encounter Mega Garchomp Z. You can obtain a Garchompite Z stone by winning a battle against Mega Garchomp Z in the special pocket of hyperspace. Next up, we have some news about Pokemon Pokopia.
So yes, a total of 6 mobile games. They did the most minimal discussion about Fire Red and Leaf Green. They did even less discussion about Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. They did a whole lot of espousing on just the reveal of Mega Garchomp Z. And now they're about to talk about Pokopia for like 8 years. So there's that. Rotom? Oh no, I'm saying this shit like I don't know, like I didn't watch this already. Yeah, Radio Rotom or Rotom Radio mode. Imagine this motherfucker's type being electric ground type. Stereo Rotom, that's what he is. Electric ground would be absolutely kind of like
of Rotom?
Busted.
Did it get enticed by the music and hop inside? It's really energetic and seems to go by DJ Rotom. What happens if you give it a CD in the game?
Putting CDs in its mouth?
It can help liven up the town with a variety of music. Ditto and the others are grooving to the beat too. Let's listen to DJ Rotom's specially selected tracks while I introduce you to the world of Pokemon Pokopia. Ditto first encounters Professor Tangrowth and awakens. Land that was
He's not putting CDs in his mouth. Those are HMs. Look at that shit. Go back.
Pokopia.
Those are HMs. Who you fooling? Those are HMs. Or TMs and HMs.
Ditto
Motherfuckers
first
ain't slick.
encounters Professor Tangrowth in a wasteland that was once a town.
Yes, please tell us about the story for the 7,000th time. Please, I beg of you. It didn't stick the first time when I heard about it. Please, espouse one more again.
It seems like Ditto is working alongside other Pokemon to develop the town. Wow, they're sure fired up. Of course, you can't give your all on an empty stomach. It looks like Riolu wants something to eat too. But how do you cook?
I think it's a shiny Tangrowth. No, it's I think it's like an ice type Tangrowth or some shit like that. It's a regional variant, I believe.
Huh?
It's Greedent.
That's Silhouette. A Greedent appeared. It sounds like everyone calls it Chef Dente. Chef Dente can teach you how to cook all sorts of dishes. Each Pokemon has different foods they prefer. Some dishes will even power up your moves when you eat them. This will make it even easier to develop the town.
Why can't these motherfuckers let the game tell us about this shit? Don't tell me about it. Or rather, you don't tell me about it. Let the game tell me. Let me figure it out. That's what I miss about games, man. They used to just give you, like, you know, just action, gameplay, and shit like that happens in the trailer. And, you know, some plot. But now they explain the fucking game mechanics. Stop, man. Let me figure it out. Jesus Christ. There's no mystery to the games anymore. There's nothing... Oh my God, man. Oh my God. Christ on a stick.
Try bringing Pokemon you've befriended on an outing. In multiplayer mode, you can visit other players' towns.
No shit.
You can play with up to 3 other people. First, let's play some hide and seek. I wonder where everyone's hiding. Ah, there you are. There's someone here, too. But where's the last one? Whoa! You can transform into objects, too! That was a fun game of hide and seek. By working together, you could even build something this big. Together, you can develop a town. Or go on far-off adventures. New encounters may await you as well. Every day, the world gets bigger and bigger. Developing a town, one step at a time. Pokemon.
Hello, Razaroff. Thank you for bringing some much-needed excitement into the stream. Like, that's not disparaging the chat. It's just, my brain stopped working for like the last, I'm pretty sure it's only been like fucking 40, 50 seconds. It feels like it's been like half a day. What even did I walk into? You walked into Pokemon, but Minecraft and also Animal Crossing, as well as being Dragon Quest builders. I think I'd rather volunteer to develop an actual town on the frontier. Yeah. I would volunteer to test how gravity works near Buffalo Jump. I would volunteer for that.
Pokopia. Available on March 5th.
Oh, that's in a couple days. Guess who the fuck ain't playing it? And there's Game Freak and Koei Tecmo working on this.
Pokemon Pokopia releases next week on Thursday, March 5th. We hope you enjoy working with Pokemon to develop a town from the ground up.
To be real with you, I probably would have bought that game. I would have bought Pokopia if the game released back in like 2017. I would have actually been interested in playing, Pokemon, but Minecraft. And that's one of the main issues I have. One of the other main issues, I guess like one of the 4 pillars of problems that I have with Pokemon is that they become so big that they can essentially just put out shit that's already super dated and it'll still sell. You know what I mean? Like Pokemon Unite, people have been asking for a fucking Pokemon MOBA game since like fucking 2012, and they give you this shit almost a decade afterwards, and it's still doing good. It's kind of crazy. They give you they put Pokken Tournament out. Pokemon Tournament was actually pretty interesting, and if they would have kept that up, that probably would have been fire. But they didn't care. They stopped after EX, after they added like a couple more Pokemon. That's wasted. That's wasted talent right there. But yeah, Pokemon Minecraft game on the Switch would have been pretty fucking cool. I don't care at this point. I got Dragon Quest Builders and Dragon Quest Builders 2. And Minecraft if I gave much of a fuck. And Pal World. Like, come on now. They're too big to fail. Basically, yeah. They are too big to fail. They are I have to always say this because it's true. They are the biggest brand in history. They, in 30 years, have made more money than Disney has in a decade. Not a decade, in a century. Right? Like, Disney has been around since, like, what, the 20s? Actually, probably earlier. 1915, I think? Where's my phone? I'm just going to Google that. Or not Google. I'm going to grok it because, go fuck yourself, Google. When was Disney founded? 1923. I was close. I was a few years off. I thought it was like 20 something, but I decided to play a little safe, and I ended up in just the yellow zone. Either way, yeah, 1923. It's been over 100 years since Disney was founded. And Pokemon has made more than Disney in that same time frame. That's kind of crazy. Especially considering they're both basically merchandise at this point. Right? Like, Pokemon is the Disney of Japan. Nintendo ultimately is the Disney of Japan, but Pokemon is the Disney of Japan. Like, Pokemon makes more money than the entirety of Nintendo combined. It's kind of fucking nuts, bro. It's nutso. That's what it is. But hey.
Today.
Oh, so here you go. You got the whole presents here. This is what they talked about. Oh, thank goodness it's almost over. The suffering can almost we can rest easy knowing that there's a light at the end of this tunnel. So they talked about Pokemon Red and Blue game music collection. That was all right. I think if I was to grade everything here, fuck it, I'm gonna grade everything here. I'm gonna do it. I enjoy this kind of stuff, like grading shit. Let me see. Or charts and stuff like that. I don't know. It might be like the bit of tism that lives within me is that I always have to turn things into like some kind of a chart or a graph or some shit like that. Haha, the pen works! Music collection. Music collection, Pokemon Worlds. I'm just say Worlds. Worlds XP. TCG. TCG 30th. Go. Masters. Cafe. Sleep. They should have called it Pokemon Slumped, because that's what this whole shit was. At any rate, Unite. TCG Pocket. Which just to reiterate here, Go, Masters, Cafe, Sleep, Unite, and Pocket. That's 6 mobile games in a fucking row. All of those games were created within the last decade. Safe to say that Pokemon is relatively cooked, know what I mean? XD. No, the pen has stopped working. Fucking pen. Here we go. We're good. We're good. Like I said, we're cooking with propane and propane accessories again. Fire Red, Leaf Green. Champions. Oh my god, that fucking trailer was Pen, please! Wait a minute. It's almost on fumes. That makes sense. Champions. ZA. And Pokopia. And then, of course, you got Weewoo, or Weewa, as people are calling it, Winds and Waves. Yeah, go ahead and talk your shit.
We covered all of the information you see
Buy
here.
new pens. Okay. I bought new pens. Let's see. Let's go with this one. Oh, no. This one's pretty hefty. This is my Japan pen, right? Yeah, my Zebra. I like the Zebra pen. And plus, I can't find, I cannot find, ink cartridges for this one, so I don't want to run it down. It works. All right, so yeah, talk to shit, bro.
We'd like to end our presentation today with one final video for you all. Thank you for tuning in.
They're not too big to fail. They're too big to fail quickly. That's the statement there. It takes a while for a whale to bleed to death. Yeah, that is also true. What I would like to happen is for the consumers to just make a conscious decision on these kinds of situations. It's kind of how I feel about taxes as well. If my man has got some thinning ass hair, holy shit. Utsunomiya, get that checked out. But either way, or go bald. I'm pretty sure you look great bald. But it's how I feel about taxes. If everybody in America just decided just 1 year, just like, nah, I'm good. Yes, some people will get, like, you know, they'll get no knock more than likely. But it would also be shown as the government being as totalitarian as possible, because they're like, hey, give us our money kind of deal, despite them not actually earning the money. Outside of the fact that you're on American soil making money for yourself, for your livelihood. I feel like if everybody just stopped paying taxes just 1 year, they'd just be like, oh shit, we don't know what to do. And then everybody goes, now wait a minute. Actually, no, what I think would happen is that they'll just like double taxes, make you pay more out of your paycheck. So instead of you, like if you have it like an average like $2,000 check, or they're taking out like fucking 40%, you walk away with like $1,200, I guess you could say. Yeah, you walk away with $1,200. Instead, you're gonna walk away with like $600 or something crazy like that. Because, oh well, you know, it's just basically back taxes. Like, Jesus Christ, man, this shit's too fucking ingrained. I really hate the IRS. I'm going off on a tangent that shouldn't be gone off on, because we're talking about Pokemon. Either way, Pokemon. If everybody just decided, you know what? No, I'm good. They would just go, holy shit, what did we do wrong? You spent the last decade and a half giving us bullshit. That's what you did wrong. Get it through your heads. Buy new. Oh, I read that already. I keep thinking it says buy new pants. What's wrong with my pants, by the way? I'm not about to get up and show you my pants. I think they're making that decision. ZA sold so poorly, and I think the reason Winds and Waves, one of them got pushed to 27 is because of that. Oh, I missed that. Welcome to Canada. All our taxes are taking off our checks before seeing the money. Yeah, us too. Us too. Pisses me off. Like, the government takes their cut of your paycheck with every paycheck, and then at the turn of the year, well, annually, I should say, and then annually, you also have to then prove to the government that they took your money. Otherwise, it will take more money. What? How is that not a mafia? But or how is that not, like, you know, that should be criminal. It's just legal crime is what they're doing. But ultimately, what I was saying here is about Pokemon. That is a pretty good assessment. I don't like that. I don't like that assessment, though, because I feel like it's very stupid of them to announce an inevitable game that should have been released on the 30th anniversary, a year after the anniversary. If that were the case, they should have announced this last year. And all they really did was just make things a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? Retarded, for lack of better terms, I guess. Because the leaks happened, the leaks turned out to be true. The next upcoming games are Winds and Waves, which means those Pokemon fan fictions of some gruesome shit. Those Pokemon fan fictions also true. And that's what I'm leaning towards, because all, like, the leaks prove that Winds and Waves are true, and they pulled all that information from, like, you know, the Pokemon company themselves. So, oof, my dude, oof. It would have made much more sense. Like, and it would. It sucks that this, no pun intended, holds water, right? That Winds and Waves got pushed back a year because ZA sold so terribly. My thing is, like, they've done this before where they've announced Legends Arceus and Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl in the same year. And a lot of people didn't like Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I didn't have any problems playing through the games, but I'm not going to play them again, primarily because I still don't know the plot of. I played through Diamond and Pearl so many fucking times, and I still don't know. I don't understand the plot. Like, Cyrus is just, I guess Cyrus's whole thing is, like, summon Giratina and destroy this dimension or some shit. I don't know. It's confusing shit. Either way, for our 30th anniversary, this is very fucking bad. We'll get to that, though. We owe a tax time. If not for our tax credits, we'd actually get fined. Yeah, which I think is fucking stupid, personally. I don't like the premise of, like, I have to give money to the government for, I don't know, something. Whatever fucking they feel like frittering the shit away for. I agree. I think they panicked and announced early and saw the numbers and panicked and pushed late because they don't want another ZA, Arceus, etc., etc. Well, we'll see in 2027. I don't have much faith in the game, personally. In the games. Don't forget the story where human said human and Pokemon had relations. Yeah, no, I know about that one. it was weird. It's very weird. See, that's why I like that Dokimon game. The story was actually amazing. That's why I like Power World. Power World drops you off in Galapagos Islands, and it's just a bunch of mystery. And like they have like, you know, diaries and shit like that you can find around the world and learn some stuff about Galapagos Islands as it is. I haven't looked through the lore specifically. I will eventually, but I like the concept of the remnants of different civilizations. Like you have the like the PIDF, which are just basically the enforcers, and then you have the PAL Alliance. I can't remember what they're. Free PAL Alliance. There we go. The Free PAL Alliance, which are just a bunch of radicals, and like you have the Rain Syndicate, which are a bunch of criminals, and they have like some pretty interesting ideas going on there. I like what they were doing. And then you also have like different bounties that you have to go after and stuff like that. And the bounties themselves have different like characteristics and personalities. Like the one that stands out the most for me as far as the bounties go, there's a motherfucker out there that does not catch pals. He catches humans specifically in pal spheres. Like he enslaves humans, which is highly illegal. Now you as a player, you do it, it's whatever. I mean, no, you'll get criminalized for it. You as a player, you'll get criminalized for it. Now, at least. Back when the game first started, not so much. But there's a motherfucker that hunts people, other humans, and catches them. Crazy shit. Now I'm sitting there thinking to myself, if I fight him, if I fight this guy, and he throws a pal sphere at me, does that count as a game over? And I've been waiting for the longest to see if he'd throw a sphere at me. He doesn't, unfortunately. I think they could have pushed it. They could have pushed it a little bit further with that. Like he throws a fucking sphere at you and you just be like, oh, no, no, not me. And the Typhlosion tricked her into marrying it. Yep, basically. Typhlosion pulled a Zeus. Dokimon's like Pokemon from GBA era, so shorter game, classic 151 game map, and shinies. That sounds familiar. Actually makes me miss a bunch of like Pokemon fan games. Like Insurgents. Insurgents was great. I think I still have Super Eevee Edition on like on this PC. I'm gonna play it at some point. Fun game. A lot of copyrighted music though. A lot of copyrighted music. Never pull a Zeus. I hate to break it to you, Razaroff, but if I were Zeus, I would create an entire pantheon as well. I understand motherfuckers are gonna hate me, but I am a gooner. It makes sense. It makes sense that I will pull a Zeus. Now I won't go full retard. Never go full retard. Never go full retard. But like I would definitely pull a whole ass gooner. Like, I'm sorry, I can't. Like, I can't stop myself. It'd be funny as shit. Need to get Fan Games Romance Hacks on my computer. Been wanting to play some. I need for Power World to drop those other games they got that they're cooking up. Pal Farm and whatever the fucking the other fucking I forgot the name of the genre. The one where it's like kind of it's like Doki Doki Literature Club, except it's like the romance fucking shit. I forgot what it's called off the top of my head. Never go full Zeus. Snakewood was so fucking dope, man. Snakewood was great. The fucking zombie Pokemon, man. God damn it, I hate you, Pokemon. Shutting down the good shit. Damn, man. Those PAL blocks, Pokeblocks, I mean. I remember those from Ruby and Sapphire. Oh, it's just going through the generations. Okay, because this is Gen 5 right here. Gen 6, yeah, that's Lumio City. Alola. Look at fucking Pancake Raichu. Fucking Big Chungachu. Is that Lapras in the back? Oh no, that's the championship stadium. That's what that is. Fucking Penn Gullet. Is that Penn Gullet? Is that thing's name? I think. But yeah, Chungus Chew. Oh look, there's that Goon Curry. Well, that curry that's ungooned at least. Pokemon Uranium was really good too. A lot of those games. And then what was this one called? Scarlet and Violet. Holy shit. I don't like the idea that it's becoming more and more realistic. I personally, and I've said as much, I think they peaked at Gen 5. I get it. A lot of people didn't like the overworld, the style of the overworld. I thought it was fine, right? I thought it was a pretty decent step from like to 2.5D. I didn't have a problem with it. And it didn't sell as well, which is kind of upsetting, but whatever. When they decided to move from sprites to 3D models, that's when it started going downhill. That's when they started giving you less and less. And it bothered me so fucking much since then. Watch someone play Snakewood. Hero Voltzy does ton of ROM hacks fan games if you ever want to find new ones. I used to watch the King Nappy, if anybody remembers that guy. I don't even know if he still uploads. I have not checked out any of his content if he still uploads in a long ass time. It was him, Twit, and like some other people, like, you know, that circle that he ran with. But yeah, I used to watch his content a lot. Then the whole shebang happened with him and his group. I wouldn't even say necessarily diddling, but there are accusations of, like, you know, some shenanigans with minors going on, which, Jesus fucking Christ, was that a firestorm? Uranium was freaking awesome, yeah. You know which one I didn't like after a while was Reborn. Reborn got really fucking gay. And I don't mean just in the sense of, like, you know, sexual orientation. I mean, like, the game, the storyline got really stupid. It went from, like, you know, like a slums area, you kind of like working your way up to like destroy a syndicate, which I thought was the direction of it, to now you're just stuck in this fucking institute and everything's just basically turned into a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh setting where now you when it rains or when the ground is magma, you throw rain down and it steams, and then you, I don't know, turn on, like, put out some fairy dust or some shit like that, and it turns it into a rainbow field. And it was so much stupid shit going on in the game at that point. It got real dumb. I like what the game was going for, but it got real dumb. I also stumbled on fan games that is basically a dating sim. Uh-oh. These Pokemon are aggressively gender coded. I saw that shit on Twitter and died laughing, bro. You fucking mean, bro? They have differentiations between their genders as it is. A male Pikachu or a female Pikachu has a heart-shaped tail. I think a heart-shaped tail and like less like black fur on the tips of its ears, if I remember correctly, or has less brown. It's like its tail is different, its ears are different. What are we doing? I think there's like gender differentiation between a lot of Pokemon, right? Like Luxray, for example. I think if I remember correctly, female Luxray has shorter quills, hair, I guess fur, than the male Luxray. Pyroar looks like a whole ass fucking Mufasa. The male looks like a whole ass fucking Mufasa, and the other one looks like a not necessarily Nala. Nala's sister, whoever had that long ass fucking mane, like that one. Like, there are differences in animals as far as, like, you know, their genders go. It's fine. It's like us humans. Men have broader broader, more squared off shoulders, and like more square shaped frames in general. Women are curvier, they're rounder, they got tits. You know what I mean? Like, now if you're a dude with tits, that's cool or whatever. But like women for the most part, they got knockers. Know what I mean? Guys have facial hair. Women sometimes have facial hair too, and that's cool or whatever as well. But you know what? You see what I'm getting at? Like, there are differences between men and women. Let that be a thing. That's called nature. Stop fucking with nature. Let's see. There's a few that has different looks based on genders. Looks down. Check. Come on now. Think of the bearded lady. Yeah, the beard lady. No, this is supposed to be a short stream. It's not a short stream anymore. I'll blame Pokemon. Game Fleek. Not representative of actual gameplay experience. Screenshots and footage are from a product in development and not final. So there's that. Just keep that in mind. I just want to run that back a little bit. I see what they're doing. I kind of see what they're doing. There's a lot of like processing power going on there. Did you know those two Pikachus are totally new Pokemon? Yeah, I'm quite certain of it. I see what they're doing. I don't know if the water is actually as clear as they're making it out to be. You know what I mean? I think you guys understand what I'm getting at here. At least I'd like to imagine you understand what I'm getting at here. Like, I think it's not that they made, like, you know, assets and then put clear ass water with, like, you know, the color effects into it on top of it. I think it's that they designed that water with those specific locations in mind so that you know, they just look a certain way. I don't know. We'll see when the game releases. I'm just theorizing right here at this point in time, being conspiratorial. Subject to looking even worse. Yeah, basically. One is called Mr. Windy Chew and the other one is called Mrs. Wavy Chew, or Miss Wavy Chew. I hope that's not real, because if it is, I'm laughing internally, because I'm tired of laughing out loud for these motherfuckers. It's your boy, cowboy hat emoji and Walmart girl. And this shit bothered me. I saw this and I was like, okay, so they're basically confirming that they're doing away with the Pokemart and the Pokemon Center as their own separate locations. That's annoying. I like the idea that you can step into the Pokemon Center and just kind of peruse around. Or you step into the Pokemart, you could just peruse around. It's something that they did away with Scarlet and Violet. Actually, I mean, since Legends games are like mainline canon, it's something they did away with as far as Legends Arceus went, where you're not actually stepping into a store and like browsing around. You just go up to a person who runs shop, and a shop has everything you need. But Scarlet and Violet was absolutely egregious because they have you step into a store and then it just opens up a UI. It just opens up a menu and you select from menu. It's like, this is so fucking lame. Get out of here. They're bringing back diving, which I love. Dislike separating the Pokemon Center and Mart. I was okay with, like, diving wasn't anything super special to me. You know what I mean? Like, it was in like one generation, and they didn't do anything with it. They just threw like, you know, Relicanth, Clamperl, and whatever the other evolution was down there, and it's just like, okay. I like the music, don't get me wrong, the music was fire, but it didn't really do anything with the diving. Once you've gone through the diving section, there was no incentive to go back. You know what I mean? Look at those in-game renders. Why that grass look so flat? You know what I mean? Like, why does it look like a PNG? That's what I mean. Look at the way that shit's waving, man. Look at the way that those fucking, what are those, dandelions? Look at the way those dandelions are waving. Bro, that is very bold of them. It's very bold of them to assume that like we as gamers or as people in general won't sit here and psychoanalyze this shit. Look at this fucking flower, my dude. Up close, it looks like ass. Oh my god. I think I said it was going on Timebound already, but what's going on again anyway? Remember Red Dead, where you walked into the fully rendered interior and walked up to the counter and browsed through a full rendered in world catalog? Man. Even Nintendo Life is calling them that. See, once again, they're gonna get away with with doling out, like, you know, some minimal effort shit, knowing full and damn well the hardware that they're working on is capable of so much more than they're offering. You know what I mean? Like Breath of the Wild, anyone? I get it. They have kind of a different aspect they're going for or whatever, but Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom were exceptionally ambitious games for what they were trying to do. Fucking Mario Odyssey ran at a consistent 60. Smash Brothers runs at a consistent 60. I don't think this game's gonna run at a consistent 60, let alone a consistent 30. But the problem is not just that, but it's also just that it looks not that great. Look at the tree. The tree looks like shit. Well, the tree on the left, at least. Not the tree. I'm looking at the tree on the right. That one looks kind of bad, too. But the tree on the left looks like shit. And it's not because of the extra branches. It just looks bad. For a Pokemon game, the graphics have been upgraded, but I still think it's dog shit still when compared to even some indie games. See, here's the thing, right? I don't like the idea of... It's kind of like the... It's like the Major Pain joke. You're still a shit sandwich, just not a soggy one. And people are cheering on the non-soggy shit sandwich. And I'm just like, but the problem is the non-soggy shit sandwich should have happened in like fucking 2017. It should have happened a decade ago. Why are we just now getting, this is nice. Come on, man. When the fucking images happen fast enough, you kind of miss the smaller details, which is much to their detriment because all the fuckers got a pause button. One on the left looks like a RuneScape tree. Based on Game Freak's games they worked on for 6 years, that's not coming out on Nintendo. I think they just burnt Game Freak out and they just put them out too fast. Yeah. Yes, Make Japan. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. But yeah, I think that's what they did too. Is like they should have just kept it to sprites. Personally, I prefer the sprites. I like sprites. Oh, I get it. They're moving to Switch, but you know how much more you could do with a Switch? You know what I mean? Like, just to put it into perspective, you can fit every single Pokemon game, mainline Pokemon game I'm talking, you can fit every single Pokemon game up to probably Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon on one game card. All of those games can fit on one game card. That is an entire catalog of mostly good games that you can fit on one game card alone. So that right there should, I I think I went on a different tangent. I did. But the point I'm making is Game Freak had the sauce for a long ass time, and then they just started going downhill because they turned Pokemon into essentially Call of Duty. We got a new release every year, every other year or something like that. Bad play. Very bad play. 3DS era and back. Stick with that for you. Okay. I personally I like the idea of Alola. Didn't much care for Kalos. I like the idea of Alola. I just think it was executed very poorly. It's just basically Pokemon pretending to not be Pokemon. Like, here's a league challenge, but it's not really a league challenge. You got to beat the people who are essentially like the best on each island, which is just the gym leaders. And then you challenge the not Pokemon League. Okay. Pay for that game card. I would see that's the shit that bothers me too. It's like that would have actually snagged my ass back into the fucking fold. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, you know what? Fuck it, man. I'll throw down $40, $50 for that shit. That's a lot of fire. That is a lot of fire that you could then integrate Pokemon Home into. Like, that's a lot of fucking heat right there that you just letting sit to the wayside. But knowing Pokemon, it's probably something they'll do in about like a decade or so. We'll see. And then the stars of the show. You have the Angry Bird, the Pomeranian bird, and then the gay lizard. The gay lizard. That bring it absolutely would bring a lot of old fans back. A hell of a lot of old fans back. Holy shit, would it? But I'm gonna say the same thing I said about the previous generations, except now looking at the previous generations, it's funny. Somebody said that, like, you know, these guys. I'm in the way of like the gay lizard. Hold on. Let me slide out the way here. I like the dog because it's a dog. Understandable. One of the things I heard somebody like everybody's going through design choices as far as the 3 starters go, and one of the things that kind of bothers me is that there are people that say, oh, they're I like when they're not over designed. It's like, I mean, these guys aren't necessarily over designed, but they're also flat. They're boring. That's an Angry Bird with 2 leaves on its face. That's a Pomeranian with a little tuft of fire fur on his head. That's a gay lizard with a water drop on his forehead. Like, there's like, it's probably the better designed out of the 3. I wouldn't pick it if I were playing this game. I'd still go with the grass type. But we already have Grass Bird. We already have Fire Dog. And we already have Water Lizard. We have nothing interesting going on here. I'm looking at the camera as if y'all can see me, I promise you. Right? We have nothing going on here. There's nothing that like makes me go, oh, I definitely got to pick. No, nothing. Right? Rowlet was actually interesting to look at. And he's kind of goofy too. What was the one after that? The monkey. God damn it. What the fuck was the name? The damn monkey. That's kind of crazy. I can't remember its name. I remember Rillaboom though, right? The one that evolves into Rillaboom. the fucking, I forgot his name. Either way, the monkey was pretty cool, a pretty cool design. Then bro had a stick. That was his whole thing. He had a stick. He just slapped motherfuckers with his stick. I'm not against that. I'm okay with slapping motherfuckers with the stick. Grookey, there we go. Thank you. Yeah, Grookey. Grookey was cool. Sprigatito was just a cat. A cat with like leaves on it or something like that, if I remember correctly. So that wasn't anything super special. It's like the designs are getting simpler. They're getting too simple. Right? Like, I get it. Bulbasaur was just like, you know, fucking frog with bulb on its back. But Bulbasaur at least had some character. He didn't look like something you could put together. He didn't look like something you could slap together in like fucking 2 minutes. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, Charmander is super easily designed to know. Not really. Charmander's head is like... Charmander's head is more, I guess you could say, angular. And well, Bulbasaur's is the most angular. It's like squared. And or elongated is what I should say for Charmander. Charmander's head is elongated, along with it having like, you know, a fire, like a flame tail. It's complex in its simplicity, if that makes sense. And Squirtle obviously is just a turtle. That's fine, but like, you know, turtle shells don't really... I mean, I guess turtle shells do work that way. But he also had the fucking, like, the bubbly, like, fucking wavy tail kind of deal. But that's Wartortle is when it evolved into, like, something crazier. And it's like, it felt like there was actual thought put into, like, previous designs that were still simple. But these just seem like they're very by committee, is what I said online. These are some very by committee designs, and it bothers the hell out of me. Like, these are the safe bets. Now, back in the day, motherfuckers go to war over their starter. And I'd still stick with Bulbasaur because strategically speaking, and design-wise, honestly, in my opinion, strategically speaking, Bulbasaur is the best pick. I get it. People like Charizard. There are other people that like Blastoise, but Venusaur is that motherfucker. No, I mean, Venusaur is that nigga. That's that nigga right there. But these guys, they're just very boring, bland, basic. We'll see what the evolutions look like. As long as you don't turn gay lizard into a gay dancing lizard, I think you got something you're working with at that point. Bro. Pombon. Also, the names are very uncreative. Like, Charmander sounds pretty cool, right? Charmander sounds cool. Squirtle sounds cool. Bulbasaur sounds pretty dope as well. A dinosaur bulb kind of deal. Squirtle's like water turtle, but all turtles are water-based. But, well, most turtles are water-based. There's some desert turtles. At any rate, Charmander, fire lizard, like a salamander. You get Charmeleon, like a fire chameleon, and Charizard, fire lizard kind of deal. Though he should be a dragon. But Gekwa sounds very, very forced, if that makes sense. It sounds very forced. Gekwa, Brout, just brow sprout, like nothing about it being a bird. And then Pombon. Pombon is probably the more creative out of the three, right? Pomeranian Bonfire. I like that. That one's kind of cool. But Gekwa just sounds forced. Brout sounds very first attempt. The name just got worse. Yeah. It hurts, man. It just hurts. I'm tired of one of my favorite franchises just like making me suffer because it wants to suffer. Or because the people up top don't give a shit about it like actually being good. They just care about it making money. Not knowing that you can have both at the same time. But here we are. That's an in-game render, by the way. The game's not going to look like this when you play it. I can almost guarantee you that. I'm also not a fan of them not showing off any new Pokemon outside of the starters. Because you know when they used to have the trailers and stuff, they would have like some teasers of other Pokemon that you're going to be discovering. Not in the sense of like, oh, these are Pokemon you've seen already. I mean like Pokemon popping up and you're just like, oh shit, what is that? Like you don't get that kind of excitement anymore. It's kind of lame. Winds and waves. Global simultaneous release in 2027. Wait, was the plan to release it in Japan first? Like, what the fuck? Oh, that's it. Okay. All right. Well, that's that. I mean, no, I'm Shane. You know I ain't seen. Know what I ain't seen. So that's cool or whatever. I can't believe I watched that shit twice. At any rate, let me go here because my boy Jacoby mentioned something that was very fucking funny. Very fucking funny. Let me do this rating real quick. I'm gonna wrap up the stream here shortly. I can already see it now. They take a fourth of the name, use a different language for it, then use another fourth, and so on. With fourth being a dead language like Latin. Yeah, probably. Let's see. So music collection. 5 being the middle, being mid, right? I will give that a 7.5. I like Pokemon music. I'm not gonna sit here and fake the funk. You know what I mean? Worlds XP, I'm giving that a 2. Don't care. TCG 30th, I'm giving that a 4. It's not that I don't care. It's that it's just a bunch of shit that's already been released, and they're just re-releasing for the sake of 30th anniversary. You couldn't come up with something better. Whatever. Pokemon Go 2, don't care. Masters 2, don't care. Cafe 2, don't care. Sleep 1, definitely don't care. Unite 2, don't care. TCG Pocket 2, don't care. Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, I like it, but it's switched to exclusive, and that bothers me. 4. Fire Red and Leaf Green, with the knowledge that I have of it right now, 4. That's bad. It's very bad what they did with the Fire Red and Leaf Green. Champions 2, don't care. ZA 1, that is a telling fucking game of where the fan base is mentally. A bunch of people who just enjoy goon curry. Pokopia 3. What the fuck ever, my guy. Winds and Waves. The most interesting thing here, sort of. 5. Very mid. Holy shit. I want to calculator this. I'm going to calculator this. Calculator, come here. It's like I spent no time actually diving into the Y's here. I don't want to. Plus 2 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 4 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1 plus 3 plus 5. Divide that by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 announcements. The Pokemon presentation is a 2.7 out of 10. 2.7 out of 10. Wow. Listen, man, I did the math. It's all there. It's all there. It's a 2.7 out of 10. That is funny as shit. Very fucking hilarious. At any rate, here, let me pull up this screen here. Because Jacoby was talking about somebody who blamed Trump for being trash at in the tournament, going 6-0 or 0-6. Oh no. Well, yeah. It looks like he went 6-6-2 is what it is. Those that don't know, win, lose, draw. Which is funny. How do you whatever. Anyway, bro's streak is trash. 6-6-2 in Seattle. I had zero ability to focus this event with what is happening in Iran. Now, sir. You know better than to blame your lack of skill on something that has nothing to do with anything that you're doing immediately. You know better. The internet's gonna cook your ass, rightfully so. This is fucking funny. Back to it. Let me see. I am disgusted by the fascist regime that the USA has become and deeply regret coming back to the USA. You can leave. You can leave, Mr. Caitler? Who from oh yeah, definitely go back to Canada. My God. Oh, it's right here. Canadian Pokemon player. I'm one of those Pokemon adults, man. It's like, you know, you have Disney adults, you got Pokemon adults. Lost Mind podcast. Welcome to the Lost Mind, hosted by Caitler and Lucas. Okay. Host with Lucas O'Dale, whoever this guy is. No, I'm not going to try reloading. You can go fuck yourself. 2-time regional champ. Congratulations. 9th Worlds 2025. Congratulations. I coach on Metafy. But, bro, you're gay and trans and Iranian and Ukrainian? You got the whole fucking... You got all your tells right here, my dude. Like, that's not what I wanted to click on. Let me go back. What in the shit? Gross. I didn't want to click on the shit. He can go live in Iran or Palestine. Exactly. Exactly. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Israel. Fuck Mark Carney. And fuck anybody that voted for the pet. You mean nobody? I mean, Epstein didn't run for president. I think he was dead in those last election. I'm pretty sure bro's been dead for the last couple elections, if I'm correct here. Oh shit. This is fucking funny. Fucking Tectone says bro got bodied in a car training and is now blaming Israel. You can't make this shit up. That's funny. Corny ass nigga, leave the country. Couldn't be more excited to. This guy's a retard. Slurring me up for calling a warmongering pedophile out is pretty silly cord burner. My man is trying his best to save face here. No, dog, you got bodied in a tournament because you suck. Listen, if the shit was bothering you with that much, you would have just respectfully bowed out. Oh wait, let me big face here because somebody said something about like the fucking some shit about your address bar being incriminating. Anyway, motherfuckers could track my shit. I don't know. Don't be tracking my shit, man. Leave me alone. But my dude, my guy. Oh shit, my dude. If it bothered you that much, you would have just fucking left the tournament. And I know this for a fact because you have the rainbow flag, the trans flag, the watermelon flag, and the Ukrainian flag. You would have just left because you can't handle that kind of pressure. You know what I mean? You would have told everybody that you're leaving. Let's be real. You just suck. 6-6-2 is not great. That means you went against 6 sorry motherfuckers and 8 not that sorry motherfuckers. That's what that was. It is what it is, my guy. Just hold your L. Hold your L with pride. Like, hey, man, look, I tried. I guess I'll go home and, you know, continue to hone my skills like any respectable man would do. I don't even know. Are you a dude? I'm not about to pull it up on stream. This man, girl, dude. Oh God. Y'all can look it up yourselves. I'm not pulling this shit up again. My dude. What the fuck is this? What are we doing? What are we doing? No, he's a hardcore fucking leftist. That's what this is. He is sorry at the game and he blames his leftism basically for being as bad at the game as he is. Which is hilarious to me. Wait, what are these cards he has? I forgot about those Pokemon. The fucking Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet, Pheasantipity and shit like that. This is basically a bunch of cards from Paldea. Paldea. It's just a bunch of cards from Paldea. Like, my guy just sucks. Let's just call it what it is. Hold the L with pride, my dude. You're trash. You're garbage. Garbo. You're a garbo. That's what that is. That said, I have been streaming for far longer than I needed to. So I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here and let y'all go on about y'all day. Appreciate everybody showing up, showing out, and showing support in the ways that they do. Especially for a morning stream. Yikes. We will be back on tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow, same regular time with more Kingdom Hearts. I'm probably gonna do some off stream, some off stream like leveling up here. I guess it's the smart thing to do or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that probably and see where we go from there. Links in the description if you want to check those out. But yeah, excuse me, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go get myself something to eat. It is currently 1 in the afternoon. It's hot as shit in this room. So there's that. Yeah, that's that. Appreciate you all. Yeah, I got nothing else to add, really. Peace out. What's the outro? What's the outro? You guys stay safe. It's real in these streets. Much love to you all, and take it easy. Now, peace out.